Good morning, lads. Happy hump day. Yeah, I just had to grab my coffee. Oh, I haven't de-sweated my brow either. I was in a bit of a rush. We were trying to fix the channel points. We were trying to fix the channel points because they still were causing us some issues. They should be fixed. Well, most of them should be fixed today, but so that put us a bit behind. And then I didn't have my coffee. Hang on. Let me de-sweat my forehead so you guys don't need to be blinded. Yeah, you say your brow, right? You don't have I don't need to de-sweat my eyebrows. I just need to de-sweat my singular Neanderthal brow, you know? The bit above, like the brow bone. Sweat be gone. Oh, I was watching a video about cruises in Alaska today. It was the Silver Service cruise or something. It was a very fancy cruise, though. It was nice. It's the guy that I watched who does the trains. He also sometimes does cruises. Silver Seas! Yeah, it looked really nice, though. It looked very fancy. Where am I? I feel like lovely matte forehead. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Don't think about it too much. Ooh, criminy, that's loud.
A detective
my
is
sound
like
turned
an
all the way
egg.
up.
If they are hard-boiled,
Yes!
then they aren't easily scrambled.
Did you like my egg puns, Tetsu? We were, Greg was saying, oh, would you like anything else in the title? And I was just like, double down on the egg puns. Double down. Thank you very much. Tetsu, you're the wrong side of 40? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And good morning. Happy Wednesday. Oh, well, I haven't had 3 cups. This is my first one. Why are you going so hard on the coffee today? And hi, baby. Hi. You like to say hello? Yeah, I thought this was the kind of outfit that a detective would wear in their spare time. You know, I like to don't eat my cake. I don't usually have cake with me to streams. I just left it there, not really thinking. Never been on a full luxury cruise. You know, you were wondering what cruise to take your mum on. Maybe this is a sign. Oh. Kind of wish I'd asked for a cold coffee from my barista, Greg. Strider, good morning. Good morning. Oh, how is it, Fourth? How many driving lessons have you had so far? No, they need to pay for her. Oh, maybe, like, is it a situation where you just buy it, you know, and when she asks how much you spent on it, you're like, oh, I got it in a really good sale. I got a really good sale, Mum. Had dozens. How's it going? How are you feeling about it? Yeah, I was gonna say in the title that I was a soft-boiled detective, but I felt like saying that you were soft-boiled kind of gives the I feel like it paints a different picture. I don't know. I feel like, you know, oh, I'm soft-boiled could be a euphemism for something else, you know? Film noir has no soft-boiled characters. But if it stays hard-boiled for too long, you gotta go see a doctor, all right? Is it going all right for you? You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. Oh dear. I don't know how many lessons it took me to learn. My dad had to teach me how to drive in the end. So I had my driving instructor was a real ass. And he took a lot of issue with the fact that I didn't have my own car. He was quite wealthy. He used to tell me about his horses, and he didn't And he was like, oh, you know, you've got your own car, right, that you're learning in the, like, outside of lessons. And I was like, no, I don't. You know, we weren't kind of in the financial position for me to have my own car. No, I don't. And he was really unhappy with that and said I had a bad attitude about driving and everything. And then booked me in for my test anyway, which I wasn't ready for. And in the end, my parents managed to find this like really old like rust bucket car, which I loved. I loved this car. I used to go out and wash it like every week or every 2 weeks because I was so like, I just loved it. And my dad, the first time I got in the car with my dad, he was like shocked that I didn't know how to change gears. He was so like, he was horrified because they'd paid for me to have my driving test already. And the fact that I didn't know how to change gears, he was horrified. And then he ended up teaching me in the end. And I just had another couple of lessons because I needed to use the driver's instructor's car for my test. Yeah. There's endless patience. That's always good though. Like a good driving instructor makes all the difference. Did my dad tell dad jokes? No, my dad, learning to drive with my dad was not on my bucket list things to do. But, you know, we did it. Oh, she was having roly-polies. We did it, and I only cried maybe a couple of handfuls of times, you know? But... no, it was, he was very proud of me learning to drive. It was a nice, it was a bonding experience. Oh, yeah, he did stamp on an imaginary brake. Oh, my God. Like, my dad even, okay, what? Twice my dad had to, like, move the wheel for me because I had near misses. One was with a, like a garbage truck. I didn't see it around the corner, but my dad did. And then once I stopped at an intersection, not a busy intersection, but an intersection nonetheless, because I saw the red light and thought it was for me, so I just stopped in the middle of the intersection. My dad was so mad at me when I did that. Yeah. Why I refused to do it this time, because not only does it's stressful for you, right, because and it makes the driving less pleasant, but it also causes strain on your relationship with them outside of driving. So I can see why it isn't for everyone. I mean, I think for me and my dad, I think it did do us good because we spent a lot of time together. We did have some fun. Yeah, I think it was like, overall, it was a good experience that we, you know, enjoyed. And I have a lot of good memories from him taking me around a drive. Yeah, it was kind of cute, you know? Yeah, you're out of the way if you don't chase kids. Oh dear. Well, so the old car the car that I had was, you know, it was old, and I was using the driving instructor's car told me when to change gear, so it would tell me when to go up to third and stuff. And this car obviously didn't, so my dad had to teach me when to change gear without the car telling me to change gear. Yeah, no, I think it was a nice bonding experience. I think you've got to find the right family member to do it as well. Yeah, it was overall it was good, and I think it brought me and my dad together more. But you know, when you're just learning to drive, when you're like 17 or something, I feel like that's the age where you're like, oh, my parents aren't cool anymore. Maybe that's a little bit younger, but I feel like you're still not as close to your parents as you used to be. Shared suffering. Yeah. Yeah. Shared
For
suffering.
me, it was best left to professionals for both parties. Sanity penning steer.
So much. Thank you for the 440. Thank you. Yeah, my granddad tried to teach my grandma how to drive, and it didn't. So my grandma never ended up learning how to drive. She never got a license because it was awful. My granddad tried to teach her. My mom also tried to teach my sister how to drive, and she learned to drive in the family car. So I guess there was a extra bit of jeopardy there that if she hit it, then the family didn't have any car. But my sister stalled at a roundabout, and my mum made my sister get out and swap with her. My mum was so disappointed at my sister's performance that she made her get out, change places so that my mum could just drive because it was too stressful for her to teach my sister. So, you know, it's a testament to my dad that he never... I don't think he ever did that. I don't think we ever had to swap over. Yeah, she is, isn't she? She's been a bit naughty today. Been very, big energy. We didn't make it a blog before I pulled over and gave her the keys. She was too stressed and panicked. I think the problem is if the passenger side... So you know how driving instructors' cars, they have their own brakes and stuff. So if they genuinely see the person they're teaching going towards a hazard, they can brake for you. But, normal people's cars don't have that. I feel like that would be my big issue with teaching someone to drive, is I would just like to be able to press the brake if I felt like I needed to. Oh, wow, Bread. I couldn't reach the pedal. That's so cute. That's so cute. Did that serve you well for when you actually had to pass your test? No, Greg doesn't drive. So so he's had some lessons before. I just can't remember why it didn't work out. Maybe we ended up moving or something in the middle of his lessons. I have offered to take him out. But I would like him to have a few more lessons before he in my car. Before he gets in my car. And I don't want anybody hitting my car. I don't want any bumps or scrapes. I've thought about I could take him to a car park or something, somewhere without other drivers. But maybe when he's closer to his test or something. I can't even begin to imagine how much it would be to put him on my insurance. Can't even imagine it. Yeah. I was Command Master Chief in the Navy, barking orders. Oh no, yeah. And I've been through it with my 3 older brothers. And after one go, he just hired a driving instructor. Oh my, I can just imagine your dad would make me cry so easily. As soon as someone raises their voice to me, I'm already crying. So I just, you want me to turn left? Yeah. Oh wow, that's probably a good thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, dual controls are such a good, if the car had dual controls, I'd probably be. Though I think actually it's more expensive, probably more expensive to get Greg on my insurance than it would be to pay for a driving instructor. Dad, please. Oh, drove golf carts, other kind of vehicles. I probably helped a little bit. Do you know how many lessons it took you, Bread? I hate to think how many hours I spent, because I would go out every day with my dad. So by the time it came to my test, I was ready. My parents were not going to pay for another test. They really wanted me to pass that second time. No, I don't know if he'll learn how to drive. Maybe eventually. We'd like to. We'd like to. But I don't know how I'm gonna feel though. Like, has anybody had? I don't know how I'm gonna feel letting go of like being a passenger. Like, how am I gonna let go and just sit in the passenger seat? And not, like, just sit there pressing the imaginary brake and clinging to the... I don't know how I'm gonna feel. Like, you're gonna be able to watch my heart rate, probably. Just pumping up. Yeah, couldn't let go of driving. Because then I'm like, oh, the less he drives, then the less he'll, less good he'll get. Remember how I used to be a passenger as a child? That's true. But my dad was a very experienced driver. He was, he'd been driving since he was like a child. So he was... I don't know how I can ever go back to driving. I do wonder if it's going to be like that, I get to be a passenger princess. Sit with my feet up. Or I can have like beverages while I'm driving, or not while I'm driving, while I'm sitting in passenger seat. Oh, I'm hungry, let me just get a little snack. Oh, the temperature is wrong, let me just change that really easily, rather than just, try to like do it while I'm at a set of lights. Taught my sister to ride a motorcycle once. It was very scary. Was it successful, Harmer? Oh, learning how to parallel park and stuff. It was a couple of months of classes. Oh, Brett, you were quick. You were quick. It took me much longer. Even stream from the passenger seat. You just see like tears going down my eyes. I'm frightened, guys. Yeah. Oh, it would be nice. Oh, it'd be... Oh, I could have like a blanket. I could look out at the scenery. Rather than like, Greg says, oh, there's a cow on the left. And I'm like, can't take my eyes off the road. Like you can't really look at the scenery. Cheers to other motorists. I can like give awful hand gestures to people that piss us off as well. Tried to learn to ride a motorcycle, but the teacher yelled at me first lesson. Oh my goodness. And you'd never go back to it now, Sect. Hey, Tegan. Good morning. I know. Should I cover up her? I thought you guys would like to watch her rather than just watching my big old head. Thought for the chatty part you'd like her. Full burgers while on the freeway. Oh. But I do like, I've got to be calm to be able to do all these nice things in the passenger seat. So if Greg's a really shit driver, I'm not gonna be able to be, calm. She was not aware of her surroundings, too afraid to never learn again. I didn't ride a bike until really late. I didn't learn to ride. I didn't pass my cycling proficiency because I didn't know how to ride a bike. Yeah, I didn't learn to ride a bike until really late. So I can't imagine what I'd be like on a motorcycle. Don't think the camera placement's making it any better. Why not? Yeah, that would be me, Digits. It will be. Burger will be all over the windscreen as I've like thrown it. Oh yeah.
Starfleet is an institution for adults,
not children. Assume my true rank is captain. Oh my god, I get to do all the really annoying habits that Greg does to me. Oh, that would... When I say, oh Greg, where are we going? And he says, over there. And that's not helpful. That's not helpful in the least. I don't know where over there is. And sometimes he'll point. But because I'm sitting on the right side of him, if he's pointing, I can't necessarily see where he's pointing. I can't see which direction. I could do all those things. I remember my dad used to backseat drive my mum. And he would say, watch out for that car over there. And my mum would always say, yeah, like I'm gonna hit. I was actually just gonna hit that parked car if he didn't say, watch out for that bicycle. Oh, sorry, I thought that was a target, not a person. Yeah. So I can do all of that. Greg, slow down. Don't hit that car in front of you. Greg, watch out for those parked cars over there. Watch out for that cyclist. And thank you, okay, as well. Thank you. Good morning. How are you doing? Okay, do you know how to drive? Oh, my sticker's on the toilet for, yeah, targets, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dear. Yeah, I can do all the really annoying things I hate. My dad always used to get annoyed at me because he didn't think I slowed down quick enough. The people in front of me. They gotta be. They gotta be. I'm just now, it's all filtering through my head, all the, like, the terrorizing that I can do. Oh, dear. Yeah, we do, yeah, driving isn't an absolute must. Not an absolute must. And plus, like, because I can drive, it's not an absolute must that I can drive. So it's kind of not being on the priority so much. How many people do I think know how to drive in the UK? Or of driving age? You want a percentage, maybe? 70%? 70%? It's like 40%. Oh, okay, 40% can't, okay, I was close then. 40% may not be able to drive. Fine. I would have said it was 30. Yeah, I've got, just trying to think of how many of my friends don't know how to drive. A couple of friends that can't drive. Yeah, we just all boat everywhere. Yeah. It's like gondolas in Venice. Oh, get one of those screens between the front and back seats in the car like a limo and just be like, Greg, I'm tired of you now. Could you put up the screen? Yeah, more cars than people. Oh my god. Yeah. It's like people go, how many cars do you need? Yes. Why is there so many? But you've only got 2 people in your house. I need 5 cars. Why do you need so many cars? Just so I can decide, you know, which one I want to drive that day. How do you afford the insurance on all of them? Yeah. This is my Wednesday car. Yeah. Is it also the same in, same in the US, same in America? Yeah. It's so many cars.
That little cow drank.
Oh no.
Woohoo! 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 Woohoo!
That's what I'm gonna have flashing through my mind when Greg starts driving. God, he made it sound a lot like me when I'm having problems with my asthma. Thank you, okay. These are a lot like me when I'm having issues with my asthma. Oh, buy one-use disposable cars. That makes sense. That makes sense. Do they still make smart cars? Weren't they like you can pop off the side of smart cars and stuff that so you can change what color they are because you change the plates on them. Her little teeth. Oh yeah. She does like to sleep with their mouth open. Hey, McFluffy, good morning. Right, lads, let me get Lacuna up. We are actually a surprising amount through Lacuna. We are 46% of the way through. And I looked up how long it was to beat, and it said only 5 hours. So, considering we've already spent 4 hours on, I think it's going to take us a little bit longer, but we might finish it today, which was surprised. Oh, you can drive! Do you drive a pickup truck? It's got a hook at the back and 2 eyes at the front. When I lived with my parents, each of us had a car. There was always one extra because my dad didn't want to get rid of his old vehicle ever. He had a gaggle. A volleyball team of cars bred. Twice as many cars as we have people. And I suspect lots of people in big cities like New York, right? Would... They surely don't have cars. Hey, Jin, who are we bullying today? You. We've picked you, is that alright? Let's see if the game is being... It should be. Is the game not showing up? I know... this is... I've got a super secret tab where I can see. Oh, the music's good, isn't it? Turn off my own music. Oh, lovely, I've got the game. Oh yeah, does it include like vans and trucks and stuff? Now. Off. Having there. Here you go. Can you drive? When will you drive? 3 more weeks. Yeah, like, do we include buses as cars as well? Jin, do you drive? When will you drive? Okay, they are commercial and work vehicles. Otherwise, the numbers are closer to 1-to-1. Okay. I could see why people would want their own car. You know, like if you and your partner or like, you know, whoever you're living with, go, your mum, who might also be your partner depending on what state you live in. If you both work in different places, you can, you know, maybe you both drive, right? I live in America, therefore I need to drive. I do feel for you guys not having a... Not like having an option. How much mold should the car have? Oh, like a patina of mold. Like just a little bit. Your mum is my mum. Dad? Daddy? Is that you? Yeah, nice slathering of fungus. Because it stops your car from getting stolen as well. Nobody's going to steal the moldy car. Yeah, 30 minutes in the opposite directions. So I can see why you might need 2 separate cars. I suppose the argument would be that you should, like, ride share or use public transport. But if public transport isn't good enough, you know, you can't really do anything about that. Right, lads. Do you remember what was happening in this game? I can remind you. There has been a political murder. Oh, hang on. What is the... I've forgotten all of the buttons. Tab? Ah, there we go. There's my cell phone. Yeah, and, like, you'll know who has stolen your car in a lineup because they'll be the one with spores all over them because they'll be taken over by the mold. So public transport does not exist. You do have the Amtrak trains, which I'm really jealous of. I don't know whether you'd count that as public transport, but those like really nice sleeper trains that you take across country. So we have so these are the countries, planets that we're dealing with. Gara and Drovia. Drovia is a Garian colony, and the Drovian leader for independence, so they want independence, has just been killed on Gara, which is where we are. And it seems like it's been done by some religious group. We're not super clear on... so the religious group set up a Drovian colony of their own on New Duran, which got blown up. And Gara said it was because of their incompetence. I think it's probably Gara blew up their colony to discredit the Drovian kind of independence movement and the Drovian religious sect. Would you call it a sect? I'm not sure whether that's the right word. Maybe you would call it. Drovian, like, religious group. Yeah, it's Droviex. Yep. Yeah, Drovia would like to... Well, no, it's more akin to America leaving, like, England, I guess. Because they are... Drovia is Gara's colony, rather than them being, like, in a union and such. Yeah, so we're trying to figure out who is behind the murders, while also trying to get back together with our ex-wife. That is my own personal wish that we're trying to do, is get back together with our ex-wife. It's not like the stories that told me to do that, but I've decided we are, so yeah. Yeah, that. Yeah, were you threw loads of tea in the harbour and wasted it all? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got permission to order small parts. Nice bread. Yes. That's so exciting. Are you excited? You must be excited. That's so exciting. When are you getting them? Yeah, so we arrested the assassin last time when he was making a dirty deal. A dirty deal with a... No, he was the bald man. I think the man he was making a dirty deal with had hair. But we did arrest him. But it seems like he is part of a bigger... like a bigger group. We also have the two members of a mining firm. So they extract a lot of expensive and important minerals from Drovia. And at the moment, Drovia can't sell those minerals. It has to sell them at base cost back to Gara. And then Gara sells them for a profit to Venus, the Six, Millen. So they are kind of making a profit off of Drovia's backs. And Drovia wants ownership of its mining colonies, or mining facilities. And we met with two of the owners of those mining, Mr. Dyson and another... Oh, no, there we go. Yeah. Abbott Dyson and Dan Kim. I remember Dyson because it's the Hoover brand. Yeah. And I think they might have something to do with the bombings, possibly financing them. Possibly financing the assassination attempt as well, because they would benefit from Drovia not getting independence. But the assassination of the Drovian independence guy has turned him into a bit of a martyr, which has further increased support for Drovia's independence. So it's kind of gone the other way. Yeah. I would not even... We've only just started, so... I mean, it's going. I feel like it's going well. So if you have any questions, let me know and I'll try and answer them. So I realize we work for the CDI, that's like the FBI. No clue, very excited. Oh, your birthday? Oh no, Brett, I'm sending you all the wishes to get it done for my birthday. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, Will Quinn get it with a big bow on top, though? I always see those videos of, I always see those American videos of people gifting, like, cars, or, like, you know, they fixed up a car for somebody, and they put a big bow on top. That, to me, is, like, the American dream. Hi, Gary. What are you doing out here? Shall I do the voice? It absolutely wrecked me last time I did the voice. I'll do some of the voices. Oh, just thinking. Bravo. Happy Wednesday. Yes, the premium TTS should work. If you exclamation mark TTS, it will tell you how it works. Very much. Yeah, it should do. I mean, now you've said that, now I'm suspicious that it's not going to work, but it should work. It should. How will this assassination affect the local markets, like the stock market? Well, I guess the price of Tylenium might go up because as political tensions rise, people want to stockpile Tylenium, which is the thing they're getting from the mines. Because they're worried about Drovia getting independence, maybe? Strange city. Our city looks the same as always, as if nothing happened. That's a good thing, right? Fucking liberators? Ridiculous name. From whom they're liberating us. From a handful of superstitious lowers? Pathetic bullshit. Every single institution on this planet upholds the freedom of our people and their values. It's not like we're letting some religious fanatics take over our solar system, and somehow we don't know anything about those fuckers before everyone else. One more thing we missed. At least we booked the sniper and his associate. I thought it said asshole. Didn't think it said associate. They're both being interrogated downstairs. So far, they're not very cooperative. Do we know who they are? We scanned them. The sniper's a complete ghost. He's got a fake ID right before he checked into that hotel. The other guy is a businessman from Drovia. His name is Abraham Gonzalez. He's the CEO of a company called Power Up. They manufacture Tylenium-based batteries. Both the guy and his company seem harmless, no criminal record. So why would they bomb? Why would someone who makes Tylenium-based item? Presumably, he's on the side for Drovian independence. Maybe he wants to get his Tylenium cheaper from Drovia? Alundra, Lacuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Why would someone from Drovia help an anti-Drovian terror organization? Or is this the people not wanting Drovia to get separated? I might be. I have no clue. What about the woman? Any updates on her? We do have another lead. I don't know whether his name's pronounced Saito or Sato. He's trying to find out where the announcement was broadcast from earlier. But the most important leads are those two douchebags in our basement. You have a way with words, Conrad. Get down there and see if you can get them to talk. Will do. Did we secure that drive? The sniper tried to hand over? Yeah. And what was on it? About that. Chief said the Attorney General seized it. And it seems like the Chief might have something to do with it. Maybe the Attorney General as well. Yeah, maybe for money, but I don't know whether money is going to be behind this or whether it's going to be more ideological. Sato, maybe. The AG, are you kidding me? That's a crucial piece of evidence. We need it. Okay, so there's going to be another bombing in 40 hours. It's fine. Let's go. There's an article about Gonzalez in the company in the news. Okay. I'm pretty sure we have already read this and done this. Got you a mattress for your 16th birthday. No. What's that? Okay, I'm just saying it would have been really funny if they'd put it in, like, you know, one of those car-shaped beds. Time's looking up Inception. God, it's been ages since I've seen Inception. Let's check out how they pronounce Saito? Saito. Pronunciation. Yes, Saito. So Sahetoe. Saito. Saito. Do you guys want me? I'll read this again. It's no secret that Drovia-based Power-Up, one of the planet's most important battery producers, has now been facing monetary difficulties. Maybe this is money. For several months now, technological developments over the last few years made titanium the most efficient material to build high-performance batteries, overtaking lithium and others by far when it comes to battery life and weight. However, since Drovia is a Garian colony with no economic autonomy, Power-Up doesn't have the right to buy its titanium directly from the mining companies based on Drovia. The latter are forced to sell the resource to Garo, which in turn sells the titanium to all companies processing the material, including those on Drovia. In light of this development, it has become increasingly difficult for non-Garan companies to keep prices competitive. This has put Power-Up, like many others, in an increasingly difficult spot. It did not come as a surprise, therefore, when its CEO and founder, Abraham Gonzalez, publicly supported the cause of the Drovian fight for independence last week. As a representative of the Association for Drovian Electrics Companies, he accompanied Minister Bani on his business trip to Gara to defend the interests of his industry during the discussions between Drovia and Gara. So it seems like he wanted Drovian independence. I wonder if it's like the... So he has conspired with someone who is anti-Drovian independence to, in turn Mr. Bani into a martyr for Drovian independence and give it more publicity and more, like, traction. Wouldn't you be excited for a mattress spread? Was it a nice mattress though? Just out of interest. Alright, talk to the chief. We'll go to talk to the chief first. Birthday present is in the driveway. I feel like they must have done it deliberately. Oh, yeah. I mean, when I was 16, that's all I could think about. New games console? No, thank you. Mattress? Yes, please. Yeah, did you need a new one, or was your old one okay? Oh, I can run. Shit, I forgot that I could. I think the chief's office is somewhere. Okay, I think he's up there actually. Yeah, now I wouldn't mind a new mattress. Yeah. It's not the chief's. Maybe he's down a floor. There we go. And you can rest assured that we know what we are doing.
I didn't question that, but that data is one of the most important pieces of evidence we have right now. The Liberators said that their next attack will take place in 48 hours. That's pretty damn soon. We need to take into account everything we've got if we want to catch those guys in time.
I already told you that the contents of that stick won't help you find them.
How can you say that? Having a better idea of your enemy's motivation is always important. And you know what? You know that. You yourself were director of the CDI for over a decade.
Liam, please. I've got a lot on my plate right now. I don't have time to discuss this over and over again.
The data is about something that happened during your time at the CDI, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
I looked at my cell's history and saw which folder that woman navigated to. I don't have the access rights, but I'd really like to know what is in there. There was a lot going on in 1800.
Let me be very clear, Liam. I can't work with a chief who doesn't trust my judgment and questions my orders.
We've been doing this for a long time, Amelia. I deeply respect everything you have done for the Garian state. But as a CDI chief, I see it as my duty to protect all Garian citizens. And I'm sure that is in your best interest as well.
I don't have time for this now. I'll let you know what the next steps are gonna be. Good evening, Agent. Good evening, Chief. Agent Conrad, how can I help you? What's the AG doing here? I was wondering what the AG is doing here.
There's a little discussion about our plan of action. Nothing you need to worry about.
Was it about the data? Honestly, I don't understand why parts of the puzzle are being kept from us. It makes no sense.
I agree.
So we do have to riz this guy. So we do want to pick, like, options that will rizzle his shizzle, you know. But I also, we need to get work done. I don't know. I'd rather not think about what I just said.
Listen, Conrad. I am currently trying to find out what the data is about and why we don't get access.
Have a suspicion at least. You know what was on your cell when it was accessed.
The data was on the CDI network and apparently it was something I don't normally have access to. Until I know exactly what we're looking at, I'd like to ask you to respect the chain of command. I'm getting an important call any second. We'll talk later. Okay. Goodbye, Conrad.
Mm-hmm. They call me the Rizzler. Looks... I'm charismatic. Charismatic Conrad. Oh, so we need to go to the basement now. That was good new information. It's always worth doing the optional stuff, I think. The on-screen chat frozen? No. No! Yeah. Maybe it was for a second, it might have been. Hey, Holloway. I've been told that our guests are eagerly awaiting me. They sure are. I suggest you talk to Gonzalez first. It's the usual rich guy crap with him. He's going to be surrounded by lawyers in a few hours. At that point, it's going to be hard to get any more out of him. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why is it that people can just buy their way out of here? We're lucky he's from Drovia, so he doesn't have a lawyer here. Yet. But he does have a Drovian lawyer on the line right now who's going to annoy the hell out of you. He's somewhere in space and has a communication delay of about 30 seconds from what I understand. So if you want answers, you better have a strategy to make him talk quickly. Because if you can be sure the lawyer's going to shoot your questions down once they reach his ears, he's also going to call you on your bluff, so be careful. Got it. Tsar Ito, I had to remember, did some digging and compiled a number of documents that could be useful for your interrogation. First, he gathered some basic information in Gonzalez and put it on the pinboard over there. You can take a look at it with your AI module. Second, he pulled a list with all incoming and outgoing calls from Gonzalez's phone. I'll send them to your cell. I don't know where his voice is going either. Give it a read. And if you have any more evidence that incriminates our guy, go over there before you go in. Thank you. Fuck, I got it wrong. It's Sir Ito. I can't believe it, Brad. I wanted the pinboard, where's the pinboard? Yeah. Right, let's check our cell.
Beyond Body. Dear Mr. Conrad, an update is available for your following body enhancements. Eyes plus, thighs plus, chest plus. Please make sure to download and install the latest firmware from our website within the next 10 days. The Beyond Body team. Okay, sell records for Abraham Gonzalez, ID 549-39933. So there was an incoming call from 0802333449899. There's an outgoing call to Anonymous and an incoming call from Anonymous. So he's had an incoming call and an outgoing call. The morning... In the morning and then in the evening. And then another outgoing call in the middle of these two. Shouldn't they be in order? 0105 1840. That's annoying how that's not in order. And then we have an incoming and outgoing call to different numbers. Do you think I should screen capture this? Should I like... Oh shit, it pauses my game when I tab out. Okay, hang on. Yeah, because I'm not going to remember it, am I? And I don't want to write it down. It's a lot of typing, you know, and Grandma can't use her hands like she used to be able to. Mute myself. I'm just going back into my VOD to get
It's
the...
Saito time.
Oi!
Saito, sa. I. To.
Oh.
Saito.
Saito.
Ka.
Oh.
Kachou.
Okay. Thank you so much. Saito. Saito. She said both. Right, hang on. I just need to cover up my cam. Let me get rid of that. There we go on resume. I just need it captured in the VOD. This is very delicate. This is a very delicate procedure I'm doing right here. I feel like it might have been less effort now. Okay. Yes. All right. I've got them. I feel like I made it so much more confusing. I'm not cheating. This isn't cheating. People just write this down. I just don't want to write it down. Fuck, I minimized my stream. Where are you? No, where are the other ones? Not cheating. It's using your resources. Hey, Rev. Sorry, Rev. I'm just using my resources, all right? I didn't want to have to remember all of this, so I just took a screen cap. Prepare for the interrogation. Yeah, tool assisted. Yeah. I want to go and have a look on the pinboard. He said there was a pinboard over somewhere, but...
It's not a run, but it's way faster than a walk, but it's also not a jog. I feel like it's a gallop, maybe, Billiam. Or a trot. Yeah, maybe a trot is a bit more. Blues. Yeah, like a trot, I'd say. There we go, I got it, lads. Okay, cool. Abraham Richard Kenneth Gonzalez. Date of birth, 1790. Place of birth, New Jordan. Civil status, single. Faith, he's a Savant, which is the religious group of people who made their new colony on New Duran. Place of residence, Rovia, Sector 1 since 1830. So he's only been there about 10 years. So he's got a degree in engineering at the New Duran Elite University, Piston College. I'm going to say the Piston Cup. Got overexcited, sorry. Got overexcited thinking about Maida. For engineering and business, he is a trainee on Drovia from 1815 to 1820, and then he, Foundation of Power Up, he got a grant for young founders. Since then, the CEO of Power Up. He got a grant for young founders when he was 30. Would we say that was a young founder? Can I not download? Doesn't look like I can download. Oh yeah, I see that guy over here. Well, I was just wondering, I feel like, looks like a Guess Who portrait. Oh, fuck, I used to love Guess Who. I used to force all my friends to play Guess Who with me. Shall we see if that has... Hopefully I don't need to write that down. Clues? Glossary, maybe? People? Where is he? Maybe we do need to write that down. Said they can download that onto my... What's this? That's my phone. I don't see any button to download this. We swapped out the "you're lazy" for the "you're getting tired." Hey, Haley. Morning. I might have to see if I Lacuna download onto AG. I think that's what it was. Doing snaily. I'm doing swell. Check. It's been a week since we played, so, but I don't remember all of the keybinds or downloading stuff. Having a little look. Because I don't see any way to put this information, which he just told me to. I don't want to have to remember this. They might quiz me on it. When was his place of birth? Oh, there we go. Chapter 2. Billiam, thank you very much for the follow. Oh, come in. Just cheating just a little bit. I am not cheating. I'm just... Okay, examine the nearby pinboard for additional notes on Gonzalez. Most important details to keep note of are the calls that he received, the core resource that power-up requires for his batteries, and his public stance on Drovian independence. Okay, I already had that. That's fine. That's fine. All right, Okay, I didn't need to download. So the game was like, oh, you'll find some information that you can then download onto your, like PA, PDA, or PG or something. Okay, yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, the call he receives. Oh, yes, yeah. So I need to keep note of the call that he received, and then I am going to need it. I've got a text document. Alright, I'll unlock the door. Good luck. Right, hello, sir. I am your lawyer. No, I'm not your lawyer. The opposite of your lawyer. Hello, Mr. Gonzalez. I am Agent Conrad. I already talked to your colleagues. I didn't do anything illegal. You don't have a right to keep me here. I'm a citizen of Drovia, and you have no evidence against me. We could keep you here for 24 hours even if we didn't have evidence, but we do. Let's start with your associate. What do you know about Boyd and the data he bought you? He's not my associate. I didn't even know he was called Boyd. Listen, Mr. Gonzalez. I know you had a call with him last night. I know you had a phone call with him last night. We have Boyd on record talking about the handover of some of the data storage module at Juras Plaza. He explicitly said that he called the person he was going to meet at 11 last night. You have an incoming call at that exact time from a number ending... Oh, shit. What's the number ending? I've got a picture of it. It's anonymous! We don't have the number! We don't have the number. It's the anonymous call. From an anonymous number. And you did show up for the meeting at Juras Plaza this morning. All of this proves beyond reasonable doubt that you've worked with Banny's murderer. Okay, listen. I got paid to fetch the stick. I was just following instructions. I had no idea who I was meeting with, and I still don't know what's on that stick. Good evening, Agent Conrad. My name is Jim Miller. I am Mr. Gonzalez's lawyer. Nice to meet you. A team of legal professionals is on its way to advise my client. Until then, he won't answer any of your questions. Who paid you? You heard my lawyer. I'm not supposed to talk to you before my legal team arrives. I've heard that your company needs Drovian Tylenium. You support Drovian independence. You publicly stated your support for the Drovian fight for independence. So I'd actually be surprised if you were involved in Banny's assassination. You have the opposite of a motive. Yet here we are. But you still have a chance to clear your name. If you help us crack the case, the public might never learn about your connection to Banny's murderer. Shit, I told you I didn't know anything. I was contacted anonymously a few weeks ago, shortly after I booked my flight from Gara to Gara. I was told to pick up a storage module here and send its contents out on my way back home. Send it where? They were going to contact me. I've no means of reaching them. Who are they? I really, truly don't know. The person who contacted me spoke Drovian. That's all I can say. Wait, so whoever put you up to this is Drovian? Why would they work with an anti-Drovian terror group? I don't know, but I am 100% sure they were from Drovia. I got paid to do it and not ask questions. My company really needs a cash injection right now. Shh, Mr. Gonzalez, shh. I urge you to stop answering questions before your legal team arrives. You are complicating things for yourself and us. My God, calm down. It's not like I've said anything that incriminates me. But he's right. I'll wait for my legal team to arrive. That went quite well. Legal on 17-star systems. Oh my god. Only one VOD was deemed illegal in one country, okay? It's only happened once or twice. Well, it's the same game, you know. Yeah, got him to spill the beans, despite the annoying lawyer, and despite me kind of fucking up. Well, I haven't, yeah, that we know of. I haven't had any other notifications that I've done anything that would upset anybody's governments. That's that. I did it, Seth! Watching illegal CBT streams. Oh, maybe that. Maybe that's got a bit of a different meaning, hasn't it? Right, hello. So, how did it go? He doesn't seem to know much, which in itself is interesting. Well, it's more than nothing. Good luck with the other one. He's a tough nut to crack. Hasn't said a single word yet. Not sure if he has an emotional reaction to anything. We know nothing about the guy. He's a complete ghost. And if you have any evidence that could be useful, though, you should go over there. Go over it before you talk to him. Let me know when you're ready. Okay. Let's have a look. So, we have found a key under the bedstand. It's tagged at apartment 8. An ad for a bar named Red Herring. It's one of the harbor. First aid kit. Some untangled bandages lie on top of the other contents. A pocket laser, leaving blue residue. A floor plan of the building. It shows the new wave and rooms are numbered. So these are probably the most important things. And a sink full of bristly red hair. Looks like our guy shaved his entire beard off. So we know he had a beard. We know he had a pocket laser that leaves blue residue. So if he has any blue residue on his hands, that's pretty good. We know that he has cut himself. We found the first aid kit. We have the van that it had no license plate, so no real link to him. We have a rope that has been cut by a pocket laser. Still not like super. And we've got the air traffic data. We've got the whiskey bottle, an almost empty whiskey bottle and pretty expensive brand. So he has had some whiskey. Piece of glass was cut out and put back in. Piece of paper. It's empty except for a strange hand-drawn symbol in the middle might be relevant. So maybe if he's got like a tattoo with the symbol on it, that might be important. Crate of expensive-looking whiskey. That just links the whiskey bottle to the place. And a fancy bathtub. The mansion district, I don't think there is... Okay, we've got a deformed bullet belonging to a small caliber rifle. But again, not super helpful. So we found out he escaped because the bartender turned off the tracker. Found out he was bald. He cut his arm and he'd shaved. The bullet was fired from there. I think that's kind of it. So the Liberators are the people that we're trying to find at the moment. The Agarian terrorist group that opposes the Drovian independence and the Savant religion responsible for Foreign Minister Banny's death. Let's go. Hello. He is bald. Hello. Hello, Mr. Boyd. Do you have a last name, or is that your last name? So he has recently shaved. All right, Mr. Boyd. I'm Agent Conrad. You made quite a mess out there. Shooting Joseph Banny put you on the top of our most wanted list overnight. Your friends just announced their next big project, and you're uniquely qualified to help us get ahead of it. What do you know about the Liberators' plans? Okay, how about this? What's Zora's role in this? So Zora is his friend or girlfriend. Zora. That's right, Zora, the woman you met last night. I don't know any Zora. But I know you do. Why did you take that data stick from her? You told her there was a change of plans she didn't know about. Was that true? Or did you trick her into giving you the data? Did you want it for yourself? Or did you want to protect her by going to the handover in her stead? You two seem to care about each other. So I'm sure you want to know how she's doing. How about this? I tell you what I know about her, and you tell me what you know about the Liberators. You go first. All right? You'll be happy to hear that we don't know her whereabouts. She wasn't at Juris Plaza when we got you, and for all we know, she's leading a happy criminal existence. It's your turn. Who's behind the Liberators? I don't know. Never met them. They just paid me. Who paid you? I asked you a question. Fair enough. Well, this was fun. Do it again sometime. Boy. Is Boit a name that people like? Is it a real name? Hope we're getting something useful out of them. Talk to us. Eto. I've forgotten. Ito. Ito. It's already gone out of my mind. I can't remember where he is. Is he up here? Ah, you're not different guy. Oh no, you are. I thought that was my partner. Evening, Neil. Hey, Sir Ito. How's it going? I'm not gonna lie, that video was a little upsetting. I mean, I know that my religion is strange to some people on Gara, but an anti-Savon terror group, that's something else. Should I be worried about wearing my scarf in public now? I think those people are idiots. I'm sure the vast majority of Garians agree with me. I know. Hey, I have some good news. I found out where the Liberators video was broadcast from. It's a company called AdSpot. They own most of the billboards in the city. You want an ad played, you go to them. I took a shot in the dark and checked ongoing police operations in the center. And what do you know? Someone at AdSpot made an emergency call tonight. Apparently an intruder forced their way into the server room and gained access to a computer. I made contact with the local police department. They sent 2 officers who secured the scene and are waiting for you to come and have a look. Fast as lightning, Sir Ito. Great work. I can't remember what voice I gave Gary. I think it was a creepy voice, but we'll swap it. Well done, Conrad. I will go to AdSpot and have a look around. We really need to get ahead of this one to prevent another attack. Why don't you follow up on some leads while we're gone? Trace the pup's payment to the hotel as well as the mysterious transaction to the escort. And maybe we can find out where the sniper's accomplice got her face changed. Conrad, I'm taking you off from the roof. Wanna hitch a ride? You know I don't. Was worth a try. Meet you at AirSpot then. Guess we could just go. Apparently we only like to go by train, not by, I guess helicopter if they're going from the roof. Oh, it's a surname meaning English. Oh, fun. A variant of Boyette. Americanized French names. That is fun. Originate in France, an old spelling of the French word boy, which means box. Oh. Or English, or... That's kind of fun. I do like name etymology. It's kind of interesting because it gives you a, I guess it glimpses into what your ancestors may have like done as a job, or like done be known as, or I know there's a guy, I watched The Athletics, there's a guy with the last name Coward, and I wonder if it was because
During the train ride, every screen in the city had been playing news reports about the Liberators' announcement. They were the first violent domestic terror group with a political motive in recent Garian history. But there was something else that struck me about them. This wasn't the usual MO of a conservative group trying to maintain the status quo. It felt much more like revolutionaries hoping to effect change by resorting to drastic measures.
yeah, his surname is Coward, so it makes me curious if, like, one of his ancestors ran away from a battle, and did they get, like, dubbed the Coward, and, you know, it's kind of interesting. It's just one that stuck in my mind. I think so, Tylo. I think so. Hasn't had that many cutscenes, I don't think, though. It's really well voice acted when it is voice acted. It's not me rubbing my own ego that, oh yeah, the voice acting is really great because it's me. There's a lot of glass lying around. Okay, outside than inside. When it does, the guy who does the voice for him is really good. And he seems pretty nervous about his boss. Hey, Conrad, this is Officer Wong, my colleague, Neil Conrad. Thanks for filling me in, officer. We'll take it from here. Conrad, the security guard who called the police is still inside. Let's go talk to him. He works for a security firm named Cox that was contracted by AdSpot to monitor their offices last night. I already informed their CEO, Albert Cox, about the intrusion. Or rather, his secretary. She told me that he's been at a business meal since 5:30. But she said she's asked him to return to the office for questioning soon. First, let's hear what the guard has to say. I'm not panicking. You are being careless. I want you to promise me that you'll stay home today, okay? Oh, the officers are here. I'll call you back later. Good evening, Mr. Brown. I need to ask you a few questions. Officer, I really don't understand how it happened. I was just getting a coffee here and then. I mean, I can't have an eye on all the rooms all the time, right? It wasn't my fault. Calm down, sir. We're not accusing you of anything. My boss won't be happy at all when he hears about this. Could you tell us what happened from the start? The broadcast began around 8. Where were you at that time? As I said, I had left my post at the front desk for a short break, and I was having a coffee in here. I heard the sound of shattering glass, and I ran to looking for the noise. When I arrived in the server room, I saw the broken window and the video playing on screen. I stopped the broadcast as quickly as I could. It all just took a few seconds. Hold on. They managed to climb in, log into the computer, and start that video within a few seconds. It seems that way. Did you see anyone when you entered the server room? No, it was empty. I went to look outside, but they had already gone. So to be clear, the video could have only played for a few seconds. No more than 10. And if you stop it here, it immediately stops everywhere. Yeah, the screens across the city just mirror the ones in here. Look, my boss will say it's all my fault, but I swear to you, Okay, thank you. That's all for now. Conrad, I'm sending a sheet to your cell. Have a look around and see if you can find out who started that broadcast. So we know it did play for more than that amount of time. We can be super sure about that. Yeah, I'm not sure when this came out. It might have been last year or so. It's really good, though. I would recommend, like, if you like mystery, if you like detective games, it's a little bit Blade Runner-y. It's a lot more grungy than other detective games we've played. Hey JC, good morning. Oh, did I say 6? Yeah, well, maybe on this planet 20 means 6. Excuse me, Mr. Brown. Anything else you want to know about tonight? Did you leave the building at any time? Only one time when I learnt looking for the intruder. I came right back. Did anyone enter the building except for you? Just me and whoever started the broadcast. Can I go home soon? My wife's a save on. And after that video today, I'm afraid you'll have to stay a little longer and help us find the people behind this. I'd feel better if I was with her. Called her earlier, told her to stay home, but she wouldn't listen. I see. Anything else you want to know? Tell me about your boss. Honestly, I can't say he likes me. I think he's been looking for a reason to fire me for a while. I think I only got the job because I'm one of his top men. One of his top men vouched for me. Okay, thank you. So, nepotism. Oh, Last Night, which is still unreleased. Do you know when it's coming out? So I wouldn't mind playing another game that's a bit similar to this. Okay. People logged in every time they pass through the door. This model doesn't distinguish between people entering or leaving. Okay. So he did leave. No. I don't see him having left at any time. Maybe the security services? Maybe that's him. Maybe never. Is it a bit like Silksong? When's Silksong coming out? Yes. Seems like he left. Oh. Well, this could be him entering, leaving, entering, and then leaving again. I don't see him entering the first time. There's the CEO. There's the CEO leaving. Then he left. Because maybe he was already in the building. Lisa, enter, leave. Enter, leave. Enter, leave. Did leave. Seems like he left here again. Yes, let's have a chat to him. Excuse me, Mr. Brown. About these door cards. I saw that you used the door card to enter and exit the building. Yeah, Cox Security has 2 door cards for AdSpot. This is one, and another one is in the locker at our office. Only our boss, me, and the other guard assigned to AdSpot can open it. They're not personalized or anything. We just grab one at HQ before we come here. Who is the other guard? His name's James Moore. He's been working for the boss for a long time. We alternate shifts here at AdSpot. Today's my turn. Okay. So that could have been another... It could have been the other card being used. Rug! Oh, Rug, good luck. Early. They got you up early. Must be the computer they used to broadcast the video. It looks like someone smashed the server room window. Oh, we got an email. Dating Elite. Neil, a new message is waiting for you on Dating Elite. Make sure to check it soon. The Dating Elite team. Please don't reply directly to this message. Agent Holloway. Okay, there's the cell records. We had that. The video broadcast was started by... I'm tempted to say that it's more. But we'll have to see. I mean... I feel like Brown is too worried about it. He could be lying! Maybe he doesn't have a wife! I was going to say, I'm tempted to say he... I know you guys can't see this, it's right behind my head. But yeah, the options are Brown, Cox, and Moore. Maybe Brown doesn't have a wife. Because I was going to say it could be him, but then I was like, no. Why would he put something out that directly puts his wife at danger? Doesn't make sense. But if he doesn't have a wife, that might also... Brown, Cox, Moore. Moore spelled with 2 O's. So, Moore. Oh, Tales of the Neon Sea is one that's out. It seems like this game. Ooh, I might have to look that one up. I'm always looking for like these fun little detective games. So we found Benny's murderer. Rest in peace, Benny. Oh, okay, I see. But now there has been a bombing. Or immoral drug. A sofa? Oh no, the sofa just lets me sit down. Fair enough. I'd like to inspect the coffee machine. I'd also like to have a look at this. But I don't think I can get to this part. Yeah, there was only glass on the outside, which makes me think that someone must have come from the inside, right? If someone came from the inside... So they would have to break... They'd have to come in, but then not have tapped out. So, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Lisa came... No, that's with this. So we are looking at these Cox security services. Let's have a little rundown. Ooh. Let's have a look if I can. No. Oh, I hope it's over. Hope it's over soon. I hope she's feeling all nice and snuggly. Keep her cozy. Oh, there we go. Hey, Saito. Can you do me a favor? There's a presence scanner at the entrance of AdSpot's server. Any chance you can pull this data from around the time the broadcast was started? Got access, but the sensor doesn't store any names. However, I could provide you with a list of every time someone passed through that door at around 6 o'clock. That would be so great. Thank you. The sensor reacts every time someone uses the door, no matter if they're going in or out.
ね、バジャー様、覚えてる？斎藤だよ。斎藤って発音するんだよ。斎藤。わかった？え、ソフトボイルド探偵じゃないの？いやいや、それじゃない。
Did you just call me soft boiled?
ハードボイルド探偵なデジタルアスリートでヒーローなんだから。買っち
It's
ゃ
hero time! Thank you very much. Oh, I like how all I got, you call me soft-boiled. Or a hard-boiled detective, I'll have you know. Present detectors and ad spot facility. Okay. So entries at 556, 1801 and 1802. So I think the entry to put the thing on the screen was probably here. They then bashed their way out through the glass. Oh, they said you're not a soft-boiled detective? Thought you were insulting me. I was thinking very hard-boiled of you know. Spent an extra minute in the hot water just to make sure I was hard-boiled enough for this. So spin you on a flat surface, if it's slow, you're soft-boiled. Is that true? Is it because the like liquid sloshing about? Okay, so this is where they bashed out of. So they entered at 556. And if we know that they entered at 556, then we've got to think that somebody entering at either 5 or 555 was the perpetrator. So, interestingly, there is also 1802. Somebody leaving and entering the building at the same time as the this. Submit the sheet. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's the guy. What do you guys think? I can get rid of some of my... What do you guys think? Do you think it was, I feel like it was Brown. I don't know any of the details. I'm supposed to be keeping up with this. Only based on vibe. I just feel like accusing more wouldn't make sense. Someone smashed the window to make it seem like someone left. Someone smashed the window to make it seem like someone left. It's smashed from the inside. Smashed from the inside. Yeah. This person. The person that came in at 5:55 and left at 8:02. Is it that guy? This is the first one that I've been a little bit... Let's go over our evidence. Broken glass, lying outside, more lying outside than inside. Yeah, I'm feeling really soft-boiled right now. This car reader unlocks the door every time someone goes in and out. The presence detector registers everyone who enters or leaves the server room. It looks like someone smashed the server room window, and this must be the computer they broke up. Hey, Shinwin, good morning. Maybe we should change let her cook to let her boil. But see the presents that only shows 3. Oh, unless they left together? Hmm. Because the 3 entries suggest that somebody did leave through the window, because somebody who entered didn't then exit through the presence detector. Hmm. Yeah, it seems super unlikely that he wouldn't have seen who it was, which leads me to think that it's him. But I don't want to just randomly accuse him. He came in, came out, went back in, smashed the window, and then went back in the front. Because he could have... He left the... He was in at that time. No. Not having enough spirit. I think, though, some countries just take different sports seriously, right? Like basketball is taken seriously in some countries, football. Like in the UK, football is taken very seriously. People get pretty mad when, you know, we lose the football, or their team loses the football. Different, you know, different national games for different. Bowling is taken very seriously by every country. They're bowling in the Olympics. I just feel like I'm having to make some leaps. It just kind of doesn't make sense to me. The Bowlympics? I mean, that's what they should be called. I feel like it's a big jump to say that either Chen, Moore, or Cox started it. Who was Cox again? CO. Why would CO do it, though? I do feel like it's this guy. I don't want to fuck up his life, though. When did he... He hasn't said when he arrived at work, I don't think. Because I'm about to accuse someone of a serious crime, Alundra. You know, I've got to be careful. Okay. The security... Fox security has 2 door cards. They're not personalized or anything. We just grab one at the HQ before we come here. Alternate shifts here. Today's my turn. Anything else you want to know about tonight? Did you leave the building? Only one time when I went looking for the intruder, I came right back. Did anyone enter the building except for you? Afraid you have to stay here. And he was on the phone. Making the evidence fit. What time did you get to work? He doesn't say. He was having a break. He did lie about that because it wasn't just a few seconds. See anyone? No more than 10 seconds. So tempted to check the walkthrough to see if I missed anything. Did I miss any clues anywhere? Not seeing any clues that I missed. Sorry, they've got the perpetrator covered up. I didn't see. No, he's not the only one of the... there is another person who works for the security, which is James Moore. So he could have, in theory... He's the only one with the other key card. So this could be our lad arriving for work. This could be Moore entering the building. This could be Moore exiting the building. And this could be our lad exiting the building to look for him. Or Moore is still in the building. No! Our lad arrives at work. Moore enters the building. Moore smashes the window, leaves. Our lad exits the building to look for him and then enters the building again. Because he said he left. We take what our little lad says as right. We've been treating him like a liar. He might not be a liar. We do have him exiting and entering the building. This is the inconsistency that I've been bothered by because there is no reason why. Yeah, the exiting doesn't make sense if our guy is guilty. Why would he go out and then come back in unless he was trying to manipulate? So we could accuse the other guard of doing it. And they're breaking the window to leave. Our guy has lied a little bit, though, about the fact that the broadcast would have had to have been on for more than 10 seconds. So he is telling a bit of a fibby. And he was on the phone before we got here. You know, it's quite an elaborate ruse if he was trying to ruse us. I mean, it's the only evidence that we have that actually adds up that it does make sense that somebody did go out this window. Because otherwise, the entrance and the exits don't make sense. Hard-boiled, is that... Do you agree with me, Joshua? I know you've just arrived, but you have to say yes. He's keeping up this idea that I don't... This is boss talked. Happy Wednesday. You think I'm soft-boiled, Shitwind? Is it gonna be every time you guys think I've got something wrong, soft-boiled, every time you think I've got something right, hard-boiled? No, we can't use the fire ladder. I did give it a go. I think it is a bit of an oversight that we can't use it. Oh, I do too, Shitwind. They're my favorite. Yeah, see, look, there's these. We can't. There's no exit here. I mean... Maybe it will start it by more. I know my head's still in the way, but this is good we're getting. Because when I moved my head down, I was in the way of something else as well, so... Because it's not going to have been Cox. It can't have been Chen. Brown doesn't make sense. We are looking at the evidence and we can't make it make sense. But it was super easy to fit more into it. Maybe I'm just being too nice. Maybe I don't want to accuse Brown because he seems like... He seems genuinely upset, but... But more seems like the obvious answer. Yeah. Yeah, someone with his colleague's cards. I feel like that's why I'm reluctant to say it was his colleague, because we've got no evidence that it wasn't somebody with his colleague's card. I suppose only his colleague would know the business well enough to know where he's supposed to... So you can get off my back. Okay. All right. I'm going to say more. I'm just... yeah. No, I don't. I don't really want to submit it. I just feel like he is the only one that fits the evidence. I feel shitty saying it was Brown. Ooh, and he's worked for the company for a long time, so why would he do it now? But maybe he was working for the company to lure them into a false sense of security. I've done it. I've done it. Just sit and think about what I've done. I took a look at the broken window. There's a lot more glass lying on the outside than the inside. I'm pretty sure that was smashed from the inside, not the outside. You're saying they broke the window to get out her, not in? Exactly. I think that whoever started that broadcast walked through the front door, played the video, smashed the window, climbed through it, and ran away. Why break the window at all, then? Probably to conceal the real way they got in. If our perp entered through the front door, they must possess an AdSpot door card. That leaves us with a limited circle of suspects. Apart from the employees of AdSpot, 3 people from Cox Security have access to the doors as well. Cox himself, Brown, and his colleague Moore. Moore works here as well. He and Brown take turns in surveilling the facility. Any idea which of them started the video? Yeah, someone with a Cox security door card entered the building at 17:55, shortly before the broadcast began. It can't have been Brown. He passed by the door 3 times since he arrived, which placed him inside. He couldn't have climbed back in through the broken window to avoid the scanner at the door. I did think that. No, that's evidence from the data at the server room door. Yeah, it is! Only 2 other people have access to Cox's door cards, James, Moore, and their boss. Imagine if you were the policeman working with me and I'm like, oh my god, it does make sense! Thank god I accused that guy! Cox has been at a business meal since 5:30. So Moore is the only suspect left. Good work, Conrad. I'll send a unit to arrest him immediately. You and I should pay his boss a visit. Okay. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Okay, get on the train, I'll meet you there. Right. That went well. That evidence does actually add up. Oh, no worries. I trusted you all along. I never once said you were a liar. Yep. I felt bad for accusing him. Hard-boiled. Yeah. Well, I think it was this that really helped me. It was because I couldn't fit Brown going in and out that many times, and I couldn't figure out why he would do that. Other than them climbing back through. But then I suppose they would probably end up with cuts or something. Can't believe it. Stem-minded, hard-boiled. Like jammy boiled, maybe. You know, when it's a little bit harder. Hey, Saito. Neil. I can't remember what voice I gave him. Good news. I've managed to crack the cell of that businessman, Abraham Gonzalez. I found a deleted message that's extremely interesting. Seems like someone hired him to fetch the data module on Gara. And here's the kicker. The message was sent from the Mercurius Network. The what? The Mercurius Network is only accessible to really big companies. They have to be publicly traded to count more than 10,000 employees. What's more, the message was sent via a highly encrypted channel on the network. These are exclusively accessible to high-ranking executives. That means that whoever sent the message to Gonzalez is someone high up at the big company. Not just high up, it practically has to be the CEO. Good job, Saito. Sounds like a solid lead. I'll forward you the message and list of all companies in the solar system that match the criteria. I'm also opening a sheet about who is behind the Liberators. Oh, and one more thing. I also managed to extract a message from the sniper's cell. Looks like he sent it to a woman who stole the data from our chief. You might want to have a look at that as well. I'll forward it to your cell. Let's have a look. Oh, so much stuff. Okay, companies that could be behind the Liberators. Gustator? Drovia Food, processed food. Don't think so. Why would a food company do it? A woman? Wajabi and Sons, Drovia Mining, plutonium? Maybe. Dyson Enterprises, Drovia Mining, Tylinium. High up on the list. May Technologies, Themis Mining Depletion Machines. Don't think so. Unless the people on Themis were wanting to destabilize the government. Somewhere else. Hamura Technology, Themis Technology Cells. Don't think so. Pharma and more. Gara Biology Pharmaceutics. Don't think so. Praxidite? Ike? Gara Biology Surgery. Anyway, doesn't matter. Blue Sky Company. Gara Food Fruits. No. Hanobi Science. Gara Mining Research. No. Hanel Metals. Gara Mining Tylinium. Maybe. Milex Mining. Gara Mining Tylinium. Maybe. Okay, there's a lot of them. So I think we're looking for a mining company. Black Mamba also had a thing that I think had a thing earlier. So it could be them, their technology. So I'm not really... Robotics, maybe they're wanting the Tylinium. What about an egg company? I mean, we could start thinking Happy Cow Nuturan food meat substitutes. Like someone on Nuturan is using the meat substitute or the food water processing as a front. But I'm thinking that it's probably going to come down to these mining ones. Either Dyson, Hanobi, Hanel, or Milix. Forwarded message. Oh, Mr. Gonzalez, as promised, I am sending you more detailed instructions for your mission on Gara. On 1840-05-04, 8:30 in the morning, you will wait for your contact person at the big fountain on Joris Plaza. She will hand you a data stick that you will take with you when you leave the planet in the evening. As soon as you have left the Garian network, you will be provided with the exact address to send the data to. As agreed, you are strictly forbidden from asking questions or trying to find out what the data is about. Discretion is of the utmost importance for this mission. As soon as the module is in my possession, the agreed upon fee will be transferred to your bank account. Sincerely, Frank. Oh, this is from Boy. I don't remember. I think I gave him a bit of a gruff voice, but...
Zora, you probably figured out by now that I lied to you about Williams, asking me to take care of the handover. Pretty sure you're mad as hell, and I'm sorry for that. Thing is, I have a bad feeling about this whole mission, and I really couldn't stand it if you got hurt.
I don't think I can do that voice, actually. We promised each other that this was the last job we would accept, and that we would get out of it all afterwards. However, over the last few days, I realized that going back to normal after all that years scares the shit out of me. I'm not like you. What I'm trying to say is, if I don't get out of this, I want you to quit. Nonetheless, and do what we were planning to do. I'm sure it will make you happy. Maybe not immediately, but surely after a while, if everything goes as planned, I'll be with you in no time. And I'm sure I'll find a way to get used to normal life. And if it doesn't, don't look back and don't come looking for me. Boit. Oh really? Is a supervillain? I know that Mamba, or are they called Black Mambas? The snake. No. Oh, Kingdom Hearts. I've thought about it. I don't know if I'd like it. I have thought about it. Because I haven't played Kingdom Hearts, and I was a Disney kid. Maybe I'll play one, see if I like it, but not commit to playing all of them. Okay, the company behind the Liberators is blank. Oh, let me just turn up my cam so you guys can see this at least once. So we've got different companies here. All the companies. I think it's probably going to be... I think it's Milex, to be honest, but we'll see. They are based on... I reckon New Jiran. This is just, we're just guessing for now, just for funsies. They belong to the mining sector and specialize in Millennium, probably. That's my guess. We'll see if we have to change it. You didn't like that guess, Rev? Right, where's the train? What's this one? Did we get anything else? No. Who's everyone's favorite Disney character? And I mean, like, you can't pick like a Star Wars character. Like mainline Disney. No, like, oh, mine's Captain Marvel. That doesn't count. Embiggening. Be embiggened. I do. I think the really fun, like, thing that Twitch has added. Oh, Kronk. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I got Greg to watch Emperor's New Groove recently. Oh, our favorite scene was when Kronk was arguing with his angel and his devil. And then it cut to Yzma and Cusco looking at him arguing. I think it was Yzma and Cusco. And they can't see his angel and devil. I just really liked it. Great. And he just looks like he's like talking to himself. That made us laugh. It was unexpected. Hey Gary. Conrad, I'm having car troubles, but I'll be there soon. Car troubles, huh? Save it, Conrad. This is literally the first time you got somewhere faster than me. While you're waiting, you could swing by the restaurant where Cox presumably had dinner and check his alibi. We asked them to send over tonight's surveillance footage. They say that their camera is unfortunately broken right now. Seems like one of these locations where privacy is part of the service. The restaurant is on the layer above Cox's office and the train station. Go upstairs and take a left. You could have a chat with his wife, if she's still there. Her name is Yvonne Cox. Right, thank you. Right, let's keep having a little looky. Stuff. Might let me smoke a cigarette over here. Am I going the right way or the wrong way? I want to go the secret way, either way. How many times can I say way? Yeah. Exactly, that might be what Sue sees when she looks at me. Oh, you like Scar? Scar is kind of fun. He's got a good few musical numbers, hasn't he? I like the baddie from Princess and the Frog. I think he's got one of the best. Oh, Cox Security is that way. Let's not go in there first. Let's go find his wife. He might just be called the Voodoo Man. I'm sure that's right, though. He's got one of the best musical numbers. Oh, Dr. Facilier. You're right. Oh, look at that leg, Rug. Hello. Good evening, sir. Do you have a reservation? Evening. I'd like to talk to Yvonne Cox. Is she here? I must ask, is she expecting you? No, not really, no. I'm sorry, but I can only let you in as part of a reservation. Neil Conrad, CDI, would you please lead me to Mrs. Cox? Would you please follow me? Lovely long legs. Beautifully long. That's why it's vital that we keep negotiating with them, no matter what Albert says. Mrs. Cox? Yes? Who are you? Neil Conrad, CDI. Sorry to interrupt, but I'd like to ask you a few questions. CDI? What do I have to do to deserve your attention? It's about your husband, actually. Well... Excuse me, Mr. Conrad. Jacqueline Hendricks, attorney at law. Mrs. Cox is my client. You realize that she is not obligated to give you any information about... It's okay, Jacqueline. Let's talk, Mr. Conrad. Would you mind if we stepped outside? I need some fresh air. Did she just fake being her attorney? That's so funny. That's a bestie for you. Jacqueline is a little overprotective sometimes. That's how you know my lawyer is worth their salt. Oh, okay. No, she's actually her lawyer. You said this was about Albert? What is it you want to ask me? I was wondering if you could tell me where your husband was around 6 o'clock tonight. We met here with Jacqueline at 5:30 and discussed some of his business decisions over dinner. About half an hour ago, Albert got a phone call and excused himself. That was us. Sorry for interrupting your dinner. Does Mr. Cox act strangely in any way over the last few hours? I have no idea. Last time I saw him, before tonight, must have been 2 weeks ago. Albert and I don't live together anymore. We have all but separated. Not a force? Maybe. It would be very complicated for our business. Thank you. Right. What's up, Gary? 10 minutes. Do I believe her? Yeah. Their marriage is apparently more of a pragmatic arrangement at this point. I got bad news. Moore's not home. He's on holiday, according to his wife. Oh. What do you guys think? Do you think he's on a holiday or he's doing crime away? Miami. Oh, Manami. Alright, we should find her apartment.
On my way up to Moore's apartment, I walked through aromatic clouds of fried rice, fish, and mystery meat. I'd been down to Paloon Market once before, with Catherine. It almost surprised me to see that none of the platforms had collapsed in the years since. People were still selling the same junk, Some of it probably stolen halfway across the planet.
Yeah, I think he'll probably turn up dead. I'm hoping that his wife isn't dead, to be quite honest, actually. I love the music. Automatic lights? Hey, Loss. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anybody home? Who's there? Agent Neil Conrad, CDI. I already talked to your colleagues. I know. I'm sorry to bother you once more. You said that your husband went on a vacation. Is that correct? Why don't you come in? Can I see your badge? Of course. James went to Minami Tree Resort. His flight left last night after work. Is there any way to contact him? He left his cell here because he wanted some peace and quiet. What exactly do you want from him? I hope he's not in trouble. Why would you say that? Does he get in trouble a lot? No, not lately. Wouldn't everyone be worried about the CDI knocking on their door? Not lately. Does your husband have a criminal record? He made some mistakes years ago, and he did his time for it. What did he do? His boss asked him to take a delivery of illegal substances. That might be the boss of the Cox security, because apparently he's worked there for quite a long time, so. James got caught and his boss said he knew nothing about it. Who was his boss at the time? Not Mr. Cox, I suppose? Oh, it was Cox, all right. James was in prison for almost a year and went right back to working for him. He didn't hold a grudge at all. Let's say he didn't have much of a choice. It's hard enough finding a job nowadays, even more so with a criminal record. Thank you. If your husband gets in touch, contact. I love how we like touch contact info. Thank you. Right, you know, I've got a bit of a question. I am wondering what his... I wonder if Cox is on here. It's not. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like it is. Because I was wondering if Cox could be behind it. Oxidinol, a highly addictive substance used in lung disease treatment. I've got another question. Why did you frame those 2 news articles? They're important to James and me. They remind us of things we shouldn't forget. I'm sorry, but that's really private. Could I ask you to leave now? In a second. I'll leave in just a moment. A single plate in the sink looks like she had dinner alone. 2 news articles, the Moors hung up on the wall. I downloaded them to my cell. Right. Millex wins 10-year court case. Negotiations in the Hope scandal finally came to a close last Monday. Millex Mining had made negative headlines almost 16 years ago when hundreds of employees filed a class action lawsuit against the mining giant. Many of them had suffered permanent lung damage after allegedly having been exposed to harmful gases over prolonged periods of times in the mining chamber dubbed Hope on Femus. A long, slow, and expensive back-and-forth appeals followed last week when the Interplanetary Court finally ruled that the company would not be held accountable and did not have to compensate the alleged victims. This conclusion is viewed by many as a great failure of the federal justice system. Neither the mining lobby's system-wide influence nor the Federation's interest in Millex's economic success are a secret, leading many to openly question the integrity of the court's decision. Okay. Yeah, that's how she got lung disease. Last week, charges against Cox Security. Last week, a delivery van belonging to the company Cox Security was stopped as part of a routine traffic control. The police found an undisclosed amount of mind-altering substances stowed away under the loading area and arrested the driver on the spot. Facing charges of drug trafficking, the CEO of Cox Security has denied any involvement and claimed the driver was acting of his own accord. If the driver admits fault, he is looking at up to 1 year in prison. That's not very long. I mean, obviously it is, but like, I feel like, you know, at least it wasn't 20 years or something. I don't know. I feel like, you know, they could have given him longer. And I would have believed it. Right. He got to keep his job because the boss was behind it. And I think the boss would probably want to use him again. Like, he's shown his loyalty that he's willing to go to prison for his boss. She doesn't seem to know what her husband is up to. I did take a look around the place, though. Okay, meet you there.
Oftentimes in our investigations, the obvious solution would turn out to be the right one. People usually acted in accordance with their interests and their emotions. Whoever we first thought did it, they often turned out to have done it. With Moore and everyone else we had met so far, it always felt that we were at least one step removed from the truth. Nothing about this case was obvious.
Yeah, I feel like Moore is probably being not necessarily blackmailed, but maybe he has been forced to do this to get his wife's medication for her lung problems because she got lung problems from the mining thing. Maybe. Oh, Gary. What's with the shabby building? I thought this was a big company. One of their bases. Just got a call from the AG. She's ordered us to arrest Cox. What? No way. Why? I thought we were just going to question him. Did you tell the AG that we don't suspect Cox of starting the broadcasts? I did. Change of plans. Why does she want us to arrest him? She said that we've got strong reason to believe that he's part of the Liberators. Did she bother telling you what she's basing that on? No. No? We don't have time to waste here, Conrad. Let's get him. Do you want me to do the talking? I'll see if we... Oh, I'll see if I can have a look around in the meantime. Gonna give us trouble, but keep your toe on your toes. He's a bit into the security business after all. Okay, hang on. Let me just stuff my snack in my face so I can... Unladylike, sorry. Need a refill before doing something serious. I reckon he'll be dead. Oh no, he's not! Good evening, Mr. Cox. Where do you see it? I'm Agent Long. Oh, Gary's lovely and long. Good evening. I'm sorry I don't have more chairs in here. We'll stand. I heard there was a break-in on Mr. Brown's watch. I didn't expect this sort of slip-up from him. I apologize. We're not here for him, actually. Mr. Cox, you are under arrest. You are suspected of having provided support for an interplanetary conspiracy. I see. No! Gary! Shit, Gary! Get out of my way! Oh, please don't overestimate your power. You just leave her behind? I don't care about my wife. She'd be thrilled if I disappeared. You still care about your wife? I got fucking shot. Oh, lads, I didn't riz it. I didn't riz it. Is he pissing on me? Oh, oil. Sent me a light. I thought it was pissing on me. Always bluff. Man! Yeah, but I thought it was like, oh, you know, dang, we're getting divorced. Oh, shit. What would have happened if I hadn't have fucked up? Can I look to see what would have happened, or is that cheating? Let's not cheat. Okay. Glad we wore our vests. What about Cox? Fucker got away. Set his office on fire. Looks like he had something to hide. Go back home, take a break, tell the chief what happened. Let the adrenaline settle in and hook yourself up to the med bay for a quick checkup. Alright. Man. Yeah, I think I knew in my heart of hearts that he didn't care. But I wanted to... I feel like lying usually doesn't get you anywhere, you know? Oh, sect, we got shot at, then pissed on, and then he set us, and then he tried to set us on fire, and we let him get away. We let the main guy get away. Hey, Neil. Hey, Cat, everything alright? No. Laura's disappeared. What do you mean disappeared? I told her that she couldn't go to that party, but when I came home from work, she was gone. Sounds like she went anyway. Yeah, no shit. She doesn't answer her cell, so I called her best friend Charlene. She says she's at the party, but hasn't seen Laura there. She's probably covering for her, don't you think? I'm not sure about this. Should I go there and see for myself? I'd wait another hour if I were you. She'll be back soon now that Charlene told her you're out looking for her. She won't want to worry for long. Alright. Hey, Neil. You want to swing by for a glass of wine? I'm on the train right now, on my way back from work, and I'm pretty tired. Is it okay if I swing by on spontaneous? I'm sitting here waiting. If I'm too tired to come and she's still not there in an hour, give me a call. I'll go see my wife. Ex-wife. Yeah, we will. I'll go see your wife too. I'm running to see if I can get there before you. Is that my wife's house? Which is my wife's house? I can't. Hang on, lads. I'm gonna have to cheat because I don't know which one's my wife's house. I don't mean to cheat. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, it's this one. Don't worry. I didn't want to go home. I thought that it might be my house. Hey, you want to go up to the roof? Yeah, why not? I haven't been out there for a while. It was one of the reasons why we rented this apartment, remember? Of course I do. Are we getting back together? Oh. Is this romance? Getting excited about things is so easy when you're 24. Don't offer a cigarette. We're not smoking. So how's life going? Okay, I guess. Yours? Same. I know it's silly, but sometimes I still wonder why it didn't work out with us. There was a time when I was so sure we were a perfect match. I've asked myself the same a million times. And I came up with lots of different answers. We were too young for a kid, I was too focused on my new job, our place was too small. I wanted to find that one good reason to explain it to myself, to make it make sense. But honestly, I think we were just bad at it. We couldn't stop fighting about the same small bullshit, and we kept hurting each other for no reason until we reached a point of no return. That's it. Maybe you're right, but that's sad, don't you think? Yeah. Don't worry too much about Laura. I'm sure she's fine. We should be happy for her that she's having a good time at that party. You said yourself that she had some trouble fitting in with the other kids. Yeah, I know. It's just... I think about the shit I did when I was her age. That's probably why I worry so much about her. You turned out okay, and I'm sure Laura will too. She's smart. I can barely keep my eyes open. I have to go home now before I fall off this roof. If Laura isn't home in an hour, give me a call. Okay. That wasn't very romantic. We didn't get back together. I can't go back up even if I wanted to. Yeah, that was still nice. Yeah, you're right. Maybe we're gonna get the best buddy ending where we, you know, best buddies at the end. Which is still okay. Developments in Banny's murder. As previously reported, Rovian Foreign Minister Joseph Banny was shot dead by an unknown assassin last night around 1:30. Attorney General Amelia Thorne announced this morning that the CDI has already arrested the suspected killer, but did not elaborate on his identity or motives. Liam Campbell, chief of the CDI's Terror Prevention Unit, which was in large part responsible for Banny's visit during his stay, is expected to make a statement of his own later today. Daniel Marav, Savient Prime Minister of Drovia's colonial government, called the murder an extraordinary failure of the Garian state, adding that it was a scandal that Drovian politicians have to fear for their lives on Garian soil. Drovia today has already spoken to two key witnesses, Mr. Banny's personal bodyguards, Carl Smith and Lisa Morton. They were both present at the villa at the time of his murder. Both are reported to have been treated respectfully by the CDI, and that the Garian authorities showed genuine concern and professionalism in the matter. That's me. I showed genuine concern and professionalism. Right, I might just take a little peepee at what happened. Oh, we could have, basically we could have just gotten an opportunity to look around his office. If we hadn't been pissed on and set on fire. Which we'll see how, I don't want to know how that, like, affects the outcome, obviously, but it'll be interesting to see if it does affect the outcome that we got pissed on. Dumpling kitchen. I think my house is down here somewhere, isn't it? Oh. Oh, I thought I could maybe go in the bistro. This is the wrong place. Beep-boop. Yeah, like our relationship is definitely better than when I started the game. It's okay if we end up just as best friends. So Cox was clearly hiding something.
I met my own tired gaze in the glass. There were so many things on my mind. Laura's disappearance worried me more than I had shown. I thought that maybe we should have let her go to that party. In hindsight, it probably wouldn't have mattered. And
She's
then
only
there was
14.
Cox. He was somewhere out there. At the time, I was hopeful we'd catch him and get some much-needed answers. But he hasn't turned up to this day.
Oh! That's kind of a spoiler the game gave me. Welcome home, Mr. Conrad. Your visitor is waiting inside. I'm not inspecting. Oh, your visitor is ID unknown. I didn't tell you that I was expecting someone. Why did you let them in? I'm sorry, I did not understand the question. I'll see for myself. No. Well, she doesn't look threatening. You can put that gun away. Who are you? You got a nice place up here. They pay you well. Show me your face. Turn around. Okay. Leela? Who? Oh, right, my face. I don't like it, to be honest. You're the one who assaulted Leela. I'm Zora. Nice to meet you. Slowly put your hands up. I'm here to talk. Put your hands up or I'll be forced to shoot. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. You can make your own decisions. What do you want? We need a guy in the CDI to help us out with a few things. And why the fuck would I do that? We have your daughter. I should have led with that. You what? We took your daughter, Laura? No, you're full of shit. You can ask your ex. She's not at home. Where is she, I guess? She's safe with us. You work for the Liberators, right? We have a record of your conversation with the man who shot Banny. Is stealing little girls really how they're trying to stand up for their ideals? Oh, right. Do we... I think it's important that we decide the way that we're gonna go with this. Do we help them to save our daughter? Yeah, I don't know why we don't shoot her, actually. I mean, shooting someone in the legs isn't foolproof, because obviously you could shoot one of their major arteries, right? Ooh, maybe I have heard of those, JC. When did they come out? Yeah. Our daughter is super important to us. My problem is, if we help them, our daughter's going to be in danger anyway. Oh, just kind of important, not super important. You'd have to ask them. I don't know or care what they believe in. We're just getting paid. Or rather, we're supposed to, but then you showed up and botched the final step of the plan. Who is we? The kind of people you call when you want Foreign Minister dead. You're mercenaries. What do you call yourselves? It wouldn't help you even if I told you. And stealing the chief's data was part of your contract with the Liberators? So you pieced that together already? Yes. What was that stick? What was on that stick that made it so important? No idea. Wait, you don't know either? I thought you had the drive. I don't. I don't think I'd get my hands on it anytime soon. Who has it then if you don't? My superiors, if it still exists at all. That complicates things. I guess we'll have to move on to the plan B right away. Since the handover went south, the Liberators refused to pay us. We need to get that data to get our money after all. This is where you come in. If you figure out what the data is about, we might be able to locate the CDI database and extract it. I'll send a private sheet to yourself. Submit it to us once you found out. I will do no such thing. Don't be difficult. And hand me yourself for a minute, will you? You don't need it to open a sheet. That's for something else. I need access to the CDI network for a moment. What for? Dial up a backdoor for our hack? You won't, and I doubt that you could. I'm telling you this because we work together now. Okay. I'll use someone else's credentials. Who I'll be throwing... Oh, we're throwing Gary under the bus! This job means everything to him. Is that really more important to you than Laura's safety? Come on, she's your only bargaining chip. I'll try and find out what that data was about. That's gotta count for something. Fuck! I know I'm pausing. I just need to think. Gary's our bestie! Gary is our bestie. Yeah, we have a daughter, and they've kidnapped our daughter. So are we... Are we gonna frame? Oh, Laura with Suze. Would I throw someone under the bus for Suze? Well, you know, it's her life or their job. They can get a new job, right? Ah, yay. Or I could use my job. My job. I could get a new job. Yeah, why don't we do my job? I could get a new job. But, so my thing is don't negotiate with them. But if I pretend to help them, surely I can then trick them, right? But I have to agree to help them. Yeah, because I suspect if we don't go along with it, we're not going to be able to, like... Oh, I think we got to use my CDI credentials. Okay, let me give you... I think we'll use mine. Because if I use Gary's, I can't then come clean. If I can come clean and be like, right, I've got this problem, okay? But if I have done it with Gary's credentials, I then have to say, oh, you know, you've got this I've got this problem, but I made it your problem as well. But, you know, I feel like we use ours. I'd lose my job for Suze. Yeah, we'll do our job instead. Use my login. You wouldn't want to get yours in trouble like this. No, you wouldn't want me to get in trouble like this. I'm too important for you. No, use mine! Or I'm not giving it to you. Fine. But my boss won't be happy about it. This wasn't the plan. Done. This was just the first step. If you keep cooperating, you'll see her again soon. She doesn't have to suffer like this. I'll help you anyway if you leave us alone. No, can do. Sorry, it's not my call. Is this really what you want to do with your life? Murder and child abduction? I don't have time for this. We're done here. How do you live with yourself? You work for the CDI. Don't you kill and abduct people all the time? Sure you are. The CDI is trying to do the right thing. You do whatever the highest builder tells you to do. The right thing? What kind of childish nonsense do you believe in? You won't have to believe in anything to not be evil. I don't believe in anything in particular, and yet here you are talking about good and evil, because we know what that is. We have an intuition for it. Bullshit, there's no such thing. We invented it. Look at this lizard over here. He's my friend. He's never done anything evil. He can't. All animals just do shit for a while and then they die. Look, are you trying to help keep me talking? You can pretend not to care about anything. In fact, I know you do. You were separated from someone you care about. What are you talking about? The sniper we caught? You care about him, don't you? You wanted to start a new life with him. That's none of your business. But it's funny you mention him. Thanks to you and your colleagues, I won't see him ever again. Didn't you just tell me it was bad to put people away just against their will? My daughter harmed no one. Your friend killed someone. Off what does wait, off what does offer to deliver a message mean? What does like offer to deliver a message? Oh! Does it mean like we are yeah. Does it mean that we're gonna offer to deliver a message to our boyfriend? Yeah, a message for boy? Yeah, do that. I think do that. Because we might be able to get our daughter back if we guilt her and tell her we'll let Boyd go. Yeah, get her on our side. Yeah, I'll deliver a message to Boyd for you. Probably not, but I could deliver a message. What do you want in return? Promise me to keep Laura safe. Promise that I'll get her back when this is over. That depends on your actions, but I can promise that we'll actually let go of her if you work with us. What's your message? Tell him the moon rises in the south. I'll be back with more instructions.
As soon as the woman disappeared into the night, my facade slipped and I nearly collapsed on the balcony floor. I took out my cell with shaking hands and tapped on Laura's face in my contacts. Maybe. She didn't pick up. I resisted the urge to call Catherine next. I couldn't just tell her about what had happened.
I think I've got to tell her.
She knocked on my door in the early morning.
Tell her.
But I didn't open.
Oh
I
my
tried to
God.
decide on a course of action,
Imagine she
but I
is
couldn't concentrate.
absolutely
My
beside
mind
herself.
alternated between trying
What a
to
selfish
remember
little
my
guy.
last conversation with Laura and conjuring up horrible images of her tied to a chair in some basement. Sometime later, my alarm rang. I got up to go to work.
She's
Not
like,
sure if I was
I
ready
bet
to
her
talk
mother
to
is
Kat.
absolutely beside herself.
I must have
And
stood
you couldn't
outside
even
her
go
apartment
to
for a
the
few minutes
door?
when I finally made a decision.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't fake not having a daughter, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna go tell her. Our daughter's being kidnapped. Where the fuck have you been? I've tried to call you a million times. I even came to your apartment. I'm sorry, Laura still isn't home now. I've called her friends and nobody knows anything. Looks like she never went to that party. Shit, Neil. What do we do now? Listen, Cat. You should call... Woo!
It was raining on the stream by the bay. A hard rain.
A
The
hard
kind
rain.
of rain that washes badgers into the gutter
This is lovely,
and
isn't
good
it?
greyhounds all the way past the snack cupboard. There was trouble in the shadows of this stream, and Greg is going to have to investigate them all before the next subs.
Just before the next subs. Oh my God. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was really nice though. I like this voice. I've got a choice. I know what happened to her. You should call the police. I don't know. I don't know. Oh shit, sorry, you guys, I haven't turned it back on for you guys, sorry. Yeah. We're just always on Sue's cam now. Can only look, no touch. Am I gonna tell her to call the police? I feel like I tell her to call the police. You should call the police. And tell them everything. Give them her phone number. Maybe they can track her down and talk to her friends again. Ask when they last saw her. Fuck, do you think she's in danger? I know what happened to her. What? She was abducted. They took her to blackmail me. I'm so sorry. What are you saying? Who took her? I'm not sure yet, but it seems like they're a group of mercenaries involved in Benny's murder. No. How can you do that to us? I didn't. It's not like I allowed them to take her. You have to tell the CDI. Maybe they can find out where she is and get her out of there. It's too risky right now. I'm afraid of what they'll do if they find out I snitched. And you think that the people who abduct children and murder foreign ministers give a shit about their promises? I'm still evaluating the situation. I'll do everything in my power to keep her safe. What do they want from you? They want me to leak information about the case I'm investigating, about the Liberators. Please, Cat, trust me with this, okay? I won't let them do anything to her. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think I feel like I did the right thing. I'm gonna see if there's another news. No news. Okay. Go. No, I don't want to wake her up when she's asleep. I'm just gonna be thankful for the moments of quiet before she wakes up again. It's like having a toddler. You gotta be thankful when it's nap time. Hey, dog. Oh, there she is. Beautiful as always. Chicken legs. Yeah, we always say she's camera shy, but little does she know there's a butt cam down there. Who is this? Oh, I think I gave her a different voice last time. Why didn't you let them use the login they wanted? Please, Dad, they're gonna hurt me if you don't listen to them. You need to get me out of here. They swear they'll let me go if you do what they ask. I know how important your job is to you. But how bad can the things be that they're asking you? Well, I mean, literally my job isn't as important as you are because I said that I was going to use my login. Please, I want to finish my novel. Laura, listen to me. I'll get you out of there. Stay calm and do what they say. I have this under control. We'll see each other soon. I need to go. No arms? No problem. Oh, robotics. You can get a robotic arm. Working and lurking, Darth. Hasn't been busy back at work today. Less than 24 hours after Banny's death, an organization calling itself the Liberators has claimed responsibility for the attack. It was a scene right out of a movie, with screens all over the Capitol playing their radical message. If you weren't there, this is what they said. Hello, fellow citizens. We are the Liberators, defenders of progress, freedom, and reason. These values have been integral to our society for centuries, but lately they have been increasingly come under threat. The religious radicals calling themselves the Save-On Front are aiming to establish a theocratic government on Drovia. The Save-On faith is based on superstition and rejects science to the point where it endangers lives of everyone under its thumb. We all saw 4 decades ago what happens when a Save-On state is left to its own devices. We can't let history repeat itself. We demand President Robertson end this madness now. Put a stop to all the independence talks and reinstate full Garian rule. We removed the radical Save-On Joseph Banny to get it started. If you do not start implementing measures to meet our demands, more Save-On lives will be spent. Ongara will be taken hostage. Will be spent to protect the future of us. The Save-On population on Gara will be taken hostage until the Garian population on Drovia is guaranteed its freedom. We must step up for them. Our government won't. Await our next move within 48 hours. It won't be as silent as the first. So far, authorities have not confirmed that the people sending this message were in fact involved in Foreign Minister Banny's death, or what the chilling announcement at the end might pertain to. Disclaimer, the Garian Gazette does not support this message and will continue to stand for togetherness and inclusivity in these difficult times. So I think the people that are abducting people and bombing people are the baddies. I think they're the baddies. Morning, Conrad. You look pale. Are you sick? No, I'm fine. I hope you got some rest after yesterday's incident. Let me bring up you to speed. The chief said he's making some announcement this morning. Didn't sound like good at all, but we'll see in a few minutes. Okay. Looking for Cox. You should talk to... okay, he's in our office. I might have been a little intense these past few days. These are special circumstances. Okay. But I think we're the goodies overall. gonna see if I can visit the chief. Sure we'll be able to. Is that my office? I thought we were... Chief's. No, that's my office. Right, let's go back in here. Getting my workout in. Oh. Oh, look, there's the chief. Interesting. He's talking to the Attorney General by the look of it. Hello. Good morning, Neil. I put everything on our pinboard over here. Let me give you a quick overview. First, I assembled some basic information on James Moore and his wife. Second, I managed to pull their recent bank statements. Maybe you'll find something useful in there. That's all I could get my hands on for now, but I've got more coming tomorrow. And third, I took a look at the CV of the guy who fired you, Albert Cox. He's a Savon and he grew up on Drovia. Okay. What's interesting that he changed his name 20 years ago. He was born Albert Bolton. His parents owned a big company at the time, Bolton Security Services. They were responsible for the safety of the Savant colony on Drovia. Sector 2, the one that blew up 40 years ago. Yes, sir, good morning. Bolton Security was sued into oblivion over the incident and eventually went bankrupt. When Cox had finished school, he changed his name and moved to Gara. That's when he founded his own security company using grant money. I need to ask, is everything okay? You look not great. Still not going to tell anyone.
Right, I think everyone's here. Let's start. Thank you all for coming. As many of you know, I've been working at the CDI for 28 years now. I have done everything in my power to defend the values our planet stands up for. The principles of freedom, tolerance, equal rights for everyone, and justice have been guiding all my actions. I have always been proud of our work and our commitment. Sadly, the path to justice isn't always clear, and we have to make difficult decisions. The murder of Joseph Banny has severely harmed the relationship between our planet and Drovia, and puts the fragile peace in our solar system at risk. The Domestic Terrorism Division was charged with protecting Banny under my leadership. He's gonna fucking resign, isn't he? And I have agreed that the only appropriate response is me to resign from my duties at the CDI effective immediately. I hope that the separatist group on Drovia will consider this a sign of sincere remorse. And of our intention to make up for the damage that has been done. I enjoyed working with you all, and I wish nothing but the best. My successor will be announced by the Attorney General in the near future. She's behind it all, right? Gotta be. Agent Long will be taking over my responsibilities. Thank holy shit that we didn't give them Gary's login. Lads. Thank God we didn't, because Larry is now the head of the CDI. So, thank you and goodbye. Yep, you may all clap my superior brain power and goodliness, hard boiledness. Yeah, that was the plan, to get Gary in. I am a traitor, but only a little bit at the moment. Yeah, I think the Attorney General is possibly behind some of this. But then the Attorney General had the data stick anyway, so... Hello. Hello, Conrad. How can I help you? I have to admit, I'm surprised by your decision. It's not like you could have done much more to protect Banny. Come on, Conrad. We both know that doesn't matter. Heads need a role for this. The AG has fired you for something else. I overheard your conversation yesterday. Why are you telling me this?
It didn't sound like you were arguing over Banny's death. You could be suspended for eavesdropping on your superiors. It seemed like you were suspecting the AG of something. Is that the real reason why she wanted to get rid of you? This one is out of your league. Just respect the chain of command. Chief, why did we arrest Cox? Looks like the right call, but we didn't know at the time. And why didn't you give us the arrest order yourself?
The AG didn't tell me why she wanted to do it, so I refused to give the order.
So you don't know either?
No. Seems like it's classified. Same as the information on that stick.
I'll have to pack my things now. I wish you all the best for your career at the CDI. Haven't changed in years. Oh. I think he's gonna help me. Yeah, I like eavesdropping. I'm just nosy. I just like what's going on. You know what's going on, you know? Yeah, I'm so glad we used our own. Brad, you have a good meeting. I hope it's the best meeting we've ever had. See you in a minute. Can we deliver that? Oh, yeah, we deliver that message to Boy. I don't know how I can get to Boy yet. Oh, look. Talk to Gary. Well, that's not Gary. Let's just talk to that lady first and then we'll go. I did not expect this. There's Gary. What a day. Where you like to go on vacation and where your mom is right now. Well, I don't need to ask them that last one. I already know where their mom is. In my bed. Yeah. Stop myself. Right, where's Boy? Okay, Boy isn't down here, so can't give him that message yet. Yeah, he's not here. We'll keep our eyes out for Boy though. Hello, Gary. That was unexpected. Fuck. I can't believe I'm standing in for the chief. I never thought they'd pick me. I have to call my wife. I guess I'll be doing some overtime for the next few days. You don't think it's strange that the AG fired him? But want to admit she never really liked him. Maybe she was waiting for an opportunity, but someone had to get fired for Banny's death. Just for the optics, don't you think? No. But the chief always did an excellent job. It didn't have to be him. Okay. Let's get a recap. Listen up, squad! It's time for a little wrap-up. I suppose you're all as surprised as I am about our chief's sudden retirement. However, we need to focus on the Liberators and their plans now. Let's go over everything we've got so far once more. Drovia's Foreign Minister Banny was shot last night by a sniper who goes by the name of Boy. Boy then went to see a woman called Zora, which seems to have been a deviation from their original plan. He convinced her to hand him a stick with confidential stolen data. The next morning, Boyd meets another man to hand that data. Abraham Gonzalez, CEO of the Drovian company Power Up. We were able to extract a deleted message from Gonzalez's cell, which proves that someone paid him to fetch the stick and send the data to an unknown address once he was outside the Garian network. This leads us to believe that the data cannot be sent unnoticed via the web, which applies only to the best kept secrets of the Garian government. Okay, encrypted. That means it must be one of the higher-ups of a large publicly traded company. We don't know what was on that data stick because we haven't been cleared for access yet. Yesterday morning, an anti-Save terror group calling themselves the Liberators publicly broadcast a video in which they claimed responsibility for Banny's murder. They also announced the second attack within 48 hours. Their broadcast was sent from the AdSpot building. They operate all the billboards across the city. At the time the video started, the building was being guarded by a Cox security employee. We have reason to believe the perpetrator was another employee of that company, James Moore. His wife says he went on holiday to my Minami Tree Resort, but he never turned up there. We are currently running a planet-wide scan for him, but without success so far. The CEO of Cox Security, Albert Cox, opened fire at Agent Conrad and myself when we went to arrest him. why were you arresting Cox? It was an order from the Attorney General. Unfortunately, Cox managed to run away and burn down a large parts of his office building. He apparently had something to hide. We are searching for him as well. Do we think that Cox is a key figure behind the Liberators? Certainly involved with them in some way, but he doesn't have access to the Mercurius network. We have to assume that there are some bigger fish behind Cox. What is also strange that he is a Savant himself. He grew up on Drovia. Our current priority is to prevent any further attacks. Paulroy, I want you to support the ongoing manhunt for James Moore. Young, we bought some stuff back from Cox's office. Work your magic on it and let us know if you find something. Saito, keep gathering as much information as you can on our prime suspects. And Conrad, you should check whether you can establish a motive why Moore would support the Liberators. Alright. Roger, Roger. Oh yeah, let's go see Boyd. Let's go see Boyd first. We'll look at the pinboard last. Boyd. I've got a message for you, Boyd. Hello. Long time no see. Still not the talkative type, huh? Okay, listen up. Things have changed since we last spoke. I turned off the camera so we can talk freely. Your people have kidnapped my daughter to extort me. Last night, your friend Zora came to my home to talk to me. But don't get your hopes up. It's about money, not your freedom. She gave me a message. She gave me a message for you. I'll tell you if you help me with Laura. If you're bullshitting me, I'm not. What exactly do you want me to do? Looks like I'm pretty much locked up in here. Who are those guys you and Zora are working for? We both know I can't give any details. We're mercenaries, that's all I can say. Where do they keep Laura? No clue. We have a bunch of hideouts in the city and the whole solar system. Don't even know all of them. We're not just some thugs, we're professionals. You want me to help you? I'll give you one piece of advice. Do what they tell you. If I do, will I get her back? We usually keep our end of the bargain. Why are they blackmailing you? The people who asked you to shoot Banny won't pay them because we prevented the handover. Now they want me to help them get the data back. He said, the moon rises in the south. The fat guy I met at Joris Plaza, he was pretty sure he got his assignment from someone in the Tylinium business. You mean Gonzalez, the man you bought? The storage module? If that's his name, maybe that'll help you somehow. Thanks for letting me know. Could you tell Sora that the sun sleeps in the north? Good luck with your daughter. We want to keep them on side. Because if we can start like... Oh, you know what? I wonder if she was trying to see if I would give her message to him. So there is a message and a reply. And if... you know, it's really them. They know the second bit of the message. So Zora will start to trust me because she knows I will have given Boyd her message. Dig a bit deeper. Tell me all your secrets. All of them. Oh, there we go. We've got some bank statements here. Vival Pharmaceutics. Herman's Bar. Oh, rejected insufficient funds. Chargeback. Pregnancy test. Whose is this? The Moore's recent bank statements. Married to James Bond. Gara, mining professional. Oh, there we go. Mining professional for Milex Mining. And she got a fine for petty larceny. No cyber implants. So she probably left here after the lung problems. I'm hoping that it's not to determine his location. That would be really sad. Oh. Okay, we've got James Moore here. So he was a junior security professional for Behemoth security agents on FEMUS. Then a security professional for Cox Security Service Gara. Fine for bodily harm. Fine for attempted theft. 6 months in prison for transporting illegal substances. I thought he got a year, didn't he? Months. His wife said a year. Cyber implants. He's got a brain enhancement, resistant against mind-altering drugs, extended field of view, and shortened reaction time, increased hand-eye coordination. Here we go. This is their bank statement. Does he get any significant money? Salary. Ah, look at that. There we go. So you can see that his salary is normally 600 GHD. And you can see lots of costs. And then he gets a payment chargeback, or no, not a chargeback, a payment rejection, because he can't afford something. So he's doing something for money that is under his salary. Bread, was it the best meeting you've ever had in your life? Dear Mr. Conrad, we have found 244 new offers fitting your search criteria. In only a few clicks, you can make your dream home a reality. Take a look today. Okay. So we're looking for Gara Center, highest, luxurious, 2 or more, 2 million GHD. His sick wife is probably his sick wife. I think that's so his motivation is either his sick wife, his nationalism, or his drug addiction. He has augments that make him not able to be tampered by drugs, and his wife is sick. So okay, the data about 1 took place on the I see. I think I know what the data is probably about. It's probably about the Sector 2 incident. Oh my god. I'll move back in a minute. Yeah, so I think it's going to be the Sector 2 incident in... I don't remember when the Sector 2... I don't remember. Oh, there we go. 40th anniversary. So 1800s. Oh, there it is. 1800s on New Duran. I think that's going to be what the data's about. Yeah, the Sector 2 incident, 1800s New Duran. But I can't submit it until the game knows that I know. The game has to, you know, this would be Conrad guessing, I guess. This is... Yeah, you've got to follow the plot, sorry. I'm just so smart that I don't need the plot, you know? I read your sheet on Moore. Looks like a motive can be established. You should pay his wife another visit. Maybe she'll tell you more if you confront her with her husband's motive. Alrighty then. Let's be off. Boop. I feel like we're getting close. Yeah. Your brain is as big as the sky. It's blue like the sky as well.
Once again enveloped by the smell of the market, I thought back to the man I had been when Cat had brought me here. How did it all go so wrong? Deep down, I knew the answer. I was just too scared to commit to my family. It was so much easier to care about something that didn't have to like you back. That wouldn't go away if you didn't want it to. For me, that was my job. But ironically, protecting myself like that only made it hurt so much worse. Now that Laura was out of my reach, the pain of being separated was only amplified by the knowledge that I had missed so many opportunities to be with her.
Thank God we did go to see her when we did, eh? Hello! I have once again broken into your house. Hello, Miss Moore. Oh, it's you again. Hello. Sorry to disturb you a second time, but I need to ask you a few more questions. So you're still after my husband. I told you he's on vacation in Femus. He isn't. We checked his ID scanners, all spaceports in Gara and Femus. He never left the planet. You must have overlooked something. Listen, I love James, but he's just a poor devil. Shouldn't the CDI be taking care of the big fish? James isn't one of them. I think you're underestimating your husband. He might be about to make a grave mistake. Did you see the Liberators video yesterday? Was hard to miss, yeah. We have reason to believe your husband is affiliated with them. Seriously, that's what you came up with? He might have sold drugs or started a fight once or twice, but this is completely out of his league. We did some research, and it seems like your husband has a strong motive. Your husband is being paid for the attack, and he needs the money for your medication. It's true that I suffer from a lung condition, but we've always managed. If he carries out this attack and we catch him, he goes to prison for life. If we get him before, the sentence will be significantly less severe. Did you also find out how I got my condition? I was a miner at Millex Mining on Femus. Turned out that I was inhaling harmful gases for months every day. Months every day? Every day for months. The bosses knew about it, but the money was too good. Hundreds of people's lungs were irreversibly damaged, and you know what? Millex got away with it. They were cleared of all charges. No compensation at all. We have to pay for our medicine ourselves. Why are you going after my husband and not after people like them? Really sorry that happened to you, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. What I can do is stop your husband from doing something really stupid. We have a reason to believe he is involved in an imminent terror attack. If there is something you didn't tell me, I need to know right now. What happens if you're right and you catch him? He would probably go to prison for a few years, but it would be much worse if we caught him after the fact. I saw a message on his cell before he left. It was a booking confirmation from a hotel, but it wasn't our famous. It was the Korean hotel here on Gara. I thought he might be cheating on me. He booked it until tomorrow. Thank you. Promise me he won't get hurt. He's an idiot, but he's a good guy. Please, I need him. I'll do my best. I'm pregnant. If he's about to do something stupid, remind him of our unborn son. That will make him consider his decisions. Thank you. Oh, congratulations, by the way.
The Korean Hotel. I didn't even need to look that up. It was directly next to the Grand Church at Korean Square.
Don't have a cigarette!
One of the most important houses of prayer for Savians here on Gara. It probably would be crowded with believers and tourists tomorrow morning. No doubt it was the Liberator's next target.
I feel like pure shit
The
just
rush
trying
of
to quit.
making progress in the case only lasted a few moments until I realized that now I had to make a tough decision. If I told Zora about the target, I couldn't tell the CDI, and vice versa.
Oh, shit. Oh, well, I've got to tell the CDI, right? I've got to tell the CDI. How many people are going to be killed in that, in the bomb? Hey. Buck, you startled me. What do you want? Check in with how your investigation is going, but not here. Too crowded. Follow me. Come on. I know a spot. Did she walk the other way? I'm running? Are you serious? I ran away? No, I don't know if I want to run away. I'm fucking running away. How am I running away? I thought I was following her. Am I running? Do I run away?
She wants to take me to a spot to talk about my investigation. But I just started running away. I thought I was following her. I can't run away. Yeah, I have to do that message right, Melly. Where does she go? Does she go this way? Oh, she's down here. Okay. This is better. The hell are you doing here? Are you following me? I told you I'd get back to you. Anything new on our client? Shit. I can't tell her. I can't tell her. I can't. I can't tell her that I know where the bomber is. Because how many people are gonna die? How many other people's children are gonna die if they get bombed and I could have stopped them? But if I don't tell her, I presume that she's gonna be really pissed. So I presume I've got to, like, there's a certain amount of things I can do. Do I tell her? Yeah, wouldn't he do whatever? Am I Conrad or am I me? Hmm. So I'm just really mulling it over. But I tell her, so many more people are gonna die, though. Hmm. Yeah, like, why? Okay, I think what's gonna happen is the game is gonna, like, kind of make a judgment on me, but it's not necessarily kind of untrue. Yeah, there is I'm pretty sure there's multiple endings. I'm pretty sure there is. I guess. Ay, 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 ay. I don't know why we haven't told the CDI that I'm being blackmailed. I feel like that's the best choice out of everything. Okay, so I'm concerned that I've already got bad because yeah, okay. I'm a teller. I'm a teller. I'm a teller. I'm a teller. I know where it's taking place. You need to tell us where and when the attack is taking place. We'd like to have a chat with the people carrying it out, but they can't be any CDI at the scene. Your people will prevent the attack?
We'll take with us the people who are trying to carry it out. Laura's life is certainly at stake. What are you planning on doing with the attackers? What will happen to them? We'll ask them who they're working for, and then just let them go? I trust her. I've got fucking Boy. That for every time you fucking lie to me, Boy loses a toe. I suspect there will be an attack at Grand Church at Corian Square tomorrow morning. That's what I think is the truth. Remember not to tell anyone at the CDI. Are you letting Laura go now? Want a beer? No, thank you. I'm not drinking. You think you're poisoned? No, I just don't want a beer. Did you deliver my message? I did! He said the sun sleeps at the north. Okay, thank you. What does it mean? It's for when we were kids. I've known him for a long time. You know, I thought about what you said and I don't think I'm good or have ever been, but I will say this. I talked to your daughter today. She's a good kid and I don't like the prospect of her getting hurt, so please don't mess up. William? Ooh! William. Our boss is William. Do we know a William? All goes well tomorrow. The guy talks, we might get everything we need. Okay. To protect your partner like that. No matter what you tell yourself at the end of the day, you do what you do for your own gain. Sometimes it's a few layers removed, but in the end, it's always selfishness. No, disagree. This is just a convenient way to justify the fucked up things you do. Nihilism can be used as a shield just like faith. It's convenient to say nothing matters because it makes being in this world hurt a little less. But even you don't like the thought of harming Laura, do you? I think that you're doing your best to ignore your conscience. You have to face it at some point. Big Willie. Not if I die first. Well, this has been fun. Break is over. I have some business to take care of. I'll let you know tomorrow how it went. All right. Hello, this is Ed, the guy from the harbor. I wanted to thank you again for buying me my spot back. I had a beer in the Herring tonight with my friends, Fred and Quinn. I'll buy you one too if you're ever at the harbor. Ed. Fred, I did not know. Quinn had gone down for a beer? You should have told me. Right. Where? Okay, I'm looking for people called William. William. I'm not saying a William. Okay, no William here. We have a William in here. I don't know who owns these companies, though. Maybe Liam is short for William? No. No, that can't be a thing. Do people use Liam as a short William? I mean, it makes sense, but I hate it. Do people do that? Wow. Ah. You've seen a William. Where did you say a William? Fuck, it was me all along. Yeah, I don't see. I don't know who owns all of these companies, though. That's the problem. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, I lied to you about Williams asking me to take care of the handover. And it's Williams. So that suggests it's a last name. Yeah. Because she was going to say Williams rather than William. Williams is the last name. I wish I could search, like search names. Just scanning, see if there's anything about a Williams. What's the Attorney General's last name? Liam Campbell. Daniel Morov. Lisa Morton. Carl Smith. Next. Cox. Williams. Millix Mining. Opal Themis. And Amy Thorson. It's worth looking at the names as well. If you spot Williams anywhere, let me know. I might miss it. Arian, Pow Up. That's Gonzalez's. Hey, yeah, there we go. Gonzalez. Annie. Dan Kim. Abbott Dyson. Millex. Bemis. Wealth Gap. Okay. Joseph Andrew Banney. Miss Laren. Could also be a fake name. Because it would be so cool if it was like hidden in one of these that you could see like a little reference. Oh, there we go. Sector 1, Sector 2. Settlers. Okay, no names in this one. Critical structural flaws. Dangerously negligent. Mirror Main and Noah Main. Because it would be kind of cool if it was one of the guys from the beginning. Mirror Main. Okay, I don't think it's in here. Kind of unfortunately. Because it'd be super cool if it was in here. Oh, my massive notes was the best part of Mean Streets. I don't feel like I even needed the notes. Like, some of them were useful. But I feel like some of them... I feel like I took a lot of notes because it told me I absolutely categorically needed so many notes. And that just, it wasn't that much in the end. Right, I'm not going to tell the CDI because they've said that they're going to stop it, so I believe them. That they're not going to let the bombings go ahead. Maybe I shouldn't believe them, but... Go on, Riot. How did it go? Any news from Moore's wife? She doesn't know about it. Fuck, the attack's going to go down tomorrow morning and we still have no clue what's going on. How is it possible that we don't get a grip on those fuckers? It looks like the only thing we can do is ramp up security all over Gara and hope they won't get through it with their attack. Okay. Maybe we'll go visit our ex-wife as well, if we can. What's everyone's favorite train station? I like the one that's in the Madagascar film. The golden, I always talk about it and I always forget what it's called. The one that's got the gold everywhere, the American one. Union Station.
I felt like shit for letting Zora and her accomplices intercept the attack. There were so many ways this could go wrong. I didn't want them to take more, or worse yet, somehow miss him and let the attack happen. Don't get me wrong, I didn't regret telling Zora what I knew to protect Laura, but endangering the lives of innocent people wasn't an acceptable trade-off. I couldn't tell the CDI, or even call in an anonymous tip with the police, because the chance was too high that Zora would suspect
Just the trains. Me. What kind of train's your favorite train?
There was no other way. If I wanted to make sure things didn't go south, I had to
The
go to the
Madagascar
church
game.
myself.
I really miss
I left in
shitty
the middle
movie
of the night,
games.
hoping it wasn't already too late.
Oh, I'm going. But she said no CDI agents. Yeah, we still have to play the next Tex Murphy game. Penn Station. Where they tore it down. I really wish they would just, like, build on, you know, like, incorporate historical buildings into newer buildings if they have to. You know, because a lot of infrastructure isn't big, it wasn't built big enough. But I wish they would, like, incorporate the historical aspects of. Oh, double-decker trains. Yeah. They're just so efficient that they fit so many people in. I like a double-decker
Pay no
bus as
attention
well.
to any noise in the background. I'm just catching up on a bit of. Bill 1 West Winds with Strand Van Tower.
Pardon? What was that? Darren! Thank you very much, Darren. You're just catching up on a bit of blah 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 blah, right? Well, Darren, you know, I won't interrupt your blah 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 being. God forbid. In evening, sir, is this place open? Evening, I'm sorry, but the temple is closed until 6 in the morning. Could you let me in for just a second? It'd be very important to me. I won't touch anything. Sorry, but what's this about? We had an increase in security ever since that video came out. These are scary times for us savants. Someone sprayed fuck savants on the temple walls. I lost something in the evening ritual and I need to get it back for my morning practice. Can I go in and get it real quick? Oh shit. My bowers? My bowers? No, my ring. No! My ring doesn't come off. Right, if I remember rightly, the ring doesn't come off, but the bowers, think the bowers are like the maracas. I think they're like maracas. I'm not sure. I think it's my bowers. I think it is. I forget mine all the time. Yeah, because the ring doesn't come off until you die. Do you know where you left them? Okay. What a nice man. Sorry, you're probably gonna get fired. What? God, gone out already. Bloody hell. It was huge. The largest public space in the world. Why would they do that? I guess, like, they want to be space efficient, I suppose, is the argument, right? But not very eco-friendly either to tear it down. Do I want to go in here or out the back? Have a little look-see. Ah! Sorry. Mr. Moore, this is the CDI. Hands in the air right now. Step away from the device. They're here. Listen carefully. They'll shoot you if you don't cooperate. What's going on here, Mr. Moore? I am CDI. You have to trust me. Tell them whatever they... I'm just following orders from my boss. Tell them that. The people walking up the stairs right now. Tell them the truth if you want to live, and if we're lucky, they won't take you away. Moon. Who the fuck is that, Zora? You're coming with us, Neil. What is this about? I hope this isn't some kind of trap, because if it is, Laura's dead. Who are you? Leave me alone. It's not a trap. I'm here alone. Why are you taking him? That's none of your business. We had a deal. It's just a pawn in all this. There are bigger fish in the background. They're the ones we should have a closer look at. Okay, have a closer look at them then. So you're leaving Moore alone? No. Please, I didn't do anything. Let me take him. He deserves a fair trial. What are you talking about?
When I came to, my head
Did
and
I
my
fuck
shoulder
up?
hurt, and I was cold. I remember feeling relief when I realized I was still in the church and not tied up in the back of a van. Everybody else was gone without a trace, except for the bomb. I approached it carefully, but quickly realized it was disabled, or had never been fully assembled in the first place.
Soft-boiled.
I
Yeah, I'm
knelt
feeling
down
a
to
bit
examine the
soft-boiled right now.
explosives, looking for clues pointing me to their origin. If Young had been there, she could have run a full analysis. Lucky for me, the explosives were clearly identifiable from their shape and labeling alone. These were Cineon sticks, used in chamber blasting. Nobody had access to those outside of the mining industry. I stepped back, satisfied for a moment. Then the rest of reality came crashing down on me. What would Zora's boss do when he heard that I was here? What were they planning on doing with more? And fuck, what about the guard?
The explosive is
I
disarmed.
hadn't heard him resist the intruders, so that was a good sign. My heart started racing while I quietly went back down the stairs.
Yeah, mining company. So I've said Milix, Nudaran, mining, and Tylinium is what I thought the liberators were. Milix was just my guess, and Nudaran is also a guess as well. But we know it's mining, and I'm like 90% sure it's Tylinium. So are you okay? I wanted to check what took you so long, then I saw a bunch of people with guns walk in. I hid between the benches, and they either didn't see me or didn't care about me. What did they do up there? Took a look around and left again. Maybe they were looters hoping to find something valuable. I'll call the police. I can't stick around or my wife will start to worry about me. Please don't mention I was here at all. It was just a matter of wrong time, wrong place. He is so gonna tell on me. Oh, I've heard of Dick Tracy. But I'm not sure, not sure I've watched anything. Yeah, Exeter, that is how I remember how to pronounce the name of this game. Guess let's just go home, I suppose. I know it rhymes with Hakuna Matata. Lacuna. Do you guys think we did the right thing? I don't know. I don't know whether we should have just informed the CDI though. Let's go and see my wife.
Hello, weenies. Look at
Oh, it's
Twitch,
me,
now
hello.
back at me, now back to chat, now back to me. Sadly, this mayonnaise is expired, but if you watch my ads, I can afford another bottle. Look down, back up. Where are you? You're on YouTube, where you can subscribe to your favorite streamer. What's in your hand? Back at me. It's the anime figure you've always wanted. Look again, the anime figure is now a mouse that you'll use to click follow on twitch.tv/Captain Badgertail. I'm in Switzerland.
Gives you a chance to drink my coffee. Neil, anything new? Shit, I'm so scared. What if those people are lying to you? What if they never planned on letting her go? I've talked to them. They assured me they're only after the data. They've kept their word, okay? I tell you what, if we don't have her back by tomorrow, I'll come clean and ask the CDI for help. Okay. Yeah, that all sounds good. Hey, Neil. I'm glad I'm not alone in this. I kind of missed talking to you these last few years. I'm so sorry I didn't spend more time with you or Laura. I just couldn't. It hurt. I know how selfish that sounds, and it is. It sucks. I can relate. I always asked you to take care of Laura Moore, but sometimes I felt like doing it myself was easier than seeing you again. Aww, lovely. I'll get home and catch some sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, no, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Oh, yeah, haha. Nearly missed some news. Escalation on Drovia. In the aftermath of Banner's death, the shocking announcement broadcast by his murderers, the situation on Drovia has come to a head. Large demonstrations and some violent clashes with security, some of which were allegedly instigated by the Save-On Front members, have rocked the colony over the past 24 hours. Multiple stores, most of them Garian-owned, have been demolished and looted. Protesters were holding signs demanding Drovian self-governance. Others warned of repercussions for Garian murderers. In a statement this afternoon, Prime Minister Marav ordered the protesters to refrain from violence, but also assured them that Garia would see severe consequences for what transpired. Meanwhile, Garian's Save-On Council urged President Robertson to do everything in his power to prevent any further attacks, and anything else that would escalate the situation. Save-On Sangara fearing for their lives. Their spokesperson, Ivan Broker, said, "We have heard many of the reports of people staying home instead of going to school or work because they are terrified. Gara's authorities and terrorism experts seem baffled by the Liberators' sudden emergence. They've come out of nowhere," said Professor Melissa Wheelard, expert of political extremism at Melina University. They did not emerge from existing known movement, which is very rare and frankly strange. Maybe they came from somewhere else. Maybe they don't live here at all, you know? Where am I going? Not that way. The look towards Greg, was it a good? Yeah, you're so right, it was. It was. Was that one good, Greg? Was that one good?
You may be asking yourself how I remained functional throughout all of this. How I didn't just collapse under the pressure and the looming prospect of losing my daughter forever. I think the truth is that over the years, I had gotten really, really good at tuning out the voice that always tormented me, that had always told me horrible shit. This was just adding to it. More to repress, more bubbling beneath the surface. Maybe if it had
think we should go to therapy.
Enough, I would have imploded sooner or later.
Yes. Welcome. Oh my god, she's here again. I haven't fed my iguana yet. There you are. Zora, what is it this time? I'm here to tell you that my boss is happy with how things went. Apart from you showing up unannounced. Don't pull something like that again, okay? What did you do to Moore? That's none of your business. We just talked to him, but it looks like he doesn't know much. He says his boss ordered him to do it. He didn't know who's behind it all. We have to rely on that backdoor to the CDI network after all. Taking the data back seems to be the best way to get our money right now, but we need your help to go through with it. Here's how it will go. At 7 o'clock tonight, our hackers will commence the attack, but it will only work if we have someone who's physically at the CDI computer at that time. A new user named 4x458 will pop up and request admin privileges that you will have to grant. Okay, I don't even know if my account can do that. I was afraid you'd say that. I guess you'll have to ask system administrator to help you out. Hey IT, could you help me invite some hackers into our network? Someone who will believe you if you tell them you're doing the right thing. Saito? Hey, Ibrax. Good morning. Oh, dang. I can't. What if he says no? You're good with words? We won't have much time until we're kicked out from the system automatically. We'll have mere seconds to navigate the right folder. In order to make it in time, we need to have an idea where to find the data for which. In turn, we'll have to know what the data is about, and that's your job to find out. Making progress, but I'm not sure I have all the information I need. I mean, I've committed, right? I've committed. Not to keep pausing for these important. I've committed, right? Not to keep pausing for the really important stuff, but I have. I feel like I have committed. No, we're back now. No, we're back. Tabbing out is my quick pause. Yeah, more works for a different faction, not this group. Yeah, alright. Make sure you're on a CDI computer with your friend to let us in. Put the data on a stick and hand it to us at 11 tonight. Hey, Ghost! It's really good. It's really well done. The choices feel impactful. You feel shit when you get something wrong. And it's got a really compelling story that you want to find out what happens. I promise you'll have Laura back tomorrow. It will be the last thing we ask you for. You'll have to take my word for it. I'll lose my job. I'll probably go to prison. Throw me a bone. I need to know she'll be fine if I do this. Tell me it makes a difference to you. It can't mean nothing to you. You take a young life. It isn't up to me. You keep saying that, but isn't it really? You have zero control over what happens. If you do something, please tell me this isn't all the same to you if she lives or dies. Do what I say and she'll live, okay? Okay, if we don't have the right folder, you keep dodging the question. Tell me a human life has some value to you. It would end at some point anyway. Like you care about a human life? What did you think would happen if you let more to us? He's dead? My God, I didn't think he was gonna be dead. Is more dead? There's only one person whose death I'm directly responsible to. Oh, you know what? It fucks me up. It's been years and it still fucks me up. I was chasing down a perp and a car lost control and crashed into a building. The woman inside was dead on the spot so quickly that she couldn't feel any pain or fear. That's what they said to me. And they didn't put you away for it? Most people are garbage. There's some good chance that the world is better off without her. Oh, shit. What about you? Wouldn't you agree that the world would be better off without most people in it? Most people? No. Bad person can always change. I just kind of just meant that they're, you know, most people. Right, Horace, I'll give you some food. I don't know. I thought they would just talk to him and let him go. That's what I thought they would do. I didn't think they'd kill him. Did they kill him? Oh no, now his sick wife is pregnant. Oh. I thought they'd let him go. They didn't seem super murdery, you know. super murdery. Should we save here? Should we say that's a good time to save? I think it might be. Because it feels like we're moving on to the next thing. Let me go to... Oh, look at those legs! Can I... Where was the save? Last save 11 minutes ago. I can quit to me. Oh, it's last save... Oh, hang on. We'll just go to sleep, because it will save after we sleep. I don't want you guys to miss out anything, though. Because it saved 11 minutes ago, I don't want to...
After I woke up, I stared at the ceiling for a while. Zora's words rang in my head. 7 o'clock tonight. I had to do what they asked of me, but I wasn't sure where the data they wanted was stored. I was running out of time. I sat up and made a decision. The sheet on the Liberators. I needed to complete it now. I had a feeling that all the puzzle pieces were there. If I found out who was in charge of the Liberators, I might finally understand what the data was all about and where to look for it. Or maybe I could force them to pay Zora's boss so he'd let Laura go.
Nice!
Thank you very much. Right, there you go. Yeah, we'll come back to this on I don't know, next week. We'll probably play Nancy Monday and then maybe this Tuesday. Or we could play this Monday, Nancy Tuesday. Let me see how much we've got left. Take a little peepo without getting any. Where am I? Even not that. So I think we've got maybe half a stream left or so with it. Yeah, I think maybe we've got about half a stream. Or a bit less. Maybe I should have maybe I should have finished it today, but I won't I won't open it back up now. I just figured us sleeping was like a nice yeah. Yeah. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what we do on either Monday or Tuesday. And we'll be back with this next week. And Nancy Drew next week as well. Thank you very much for coming. Yeah, I was thinking maybe we'll do them both in the same stream if we don't have much left. Then I will, if we do that, then I'll have to figure out a couple more games for next week. That'd be fine. But Friday, what are we doing on Friday? StarCraft. There you go. Everyone who's been excited for the return of StarCraft. Well, you're getting it. You're getting it on Friday. Fingers crossed, because I did pick up a book and I felt that my hand went. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll rest it up tomorrow. Won't be doing any hand exercises. And I will, yeah, I'll be back on Friday. Thank you very much for coming, lads. I hope you enjoyed. You enjoyed Lacuna. Yeah. My arch nemesis. Garm. The rematch between me and Garm. A fun StarCraft Friday. Thank you very much for coming, lads. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday and a wonderful Thursday as well. And I will see you on Friday. Thank you very much, lads. Bye-bye.